Alrighty, what is up, everybody? I'm here with more speedrunning. Today's just gonna be a day of just straight up grinding. Gonna play some Spyro 1, and then maybe play some Spyro 2 after. You know, today I got off to a bit of a lazy start today. Played a bunch of RuneScape and drank a whole pot of coffee and smoked weed. So, you know, I'm very much in a chill state of mind right now. Not super high pressure, but what do you say we turn on this music? Type a letter M in the comments if you're watching the VOD right now, if you love the music in this game, which I'm sure you do. I'm actually certain that you do. I have yet to meet someone that's like, you know what, the Spyro music just fucking sucks, unironically. We were trying to have, like, hot takes about that the other day. We were trying to be like, the Spyro music isn't as good as people. Some songs aren't as good as people make out to be. Like, we were having a big argument about the title screen melody, the boop 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 boop. Like, it's super iconic. I'm not gonna say it isn't, but it is very basic as well. It's kind of like some elementary schooler type shit, you know, kind of cheesy. Cheesy is the word that Ali and I were using. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Just because something's cheesy doesn't mean it's bad. It's just cheesy. But I think to some people who maybe didn't grow up with such bangers, they'd be like, what is this fucking Peter Pan sounding ass fucking circus, fucking going to the circus on an elephant type of music, you know? Shit, boy. Maybe it's not like that, but I don't know. What's up, guys? Anyways, I'm already ranting here. Welcome, Red Spring Chest and Nasty Hork and Elucidark. What's up, Daniel Moffat, Juan Holy, Irish, and Ali? I see you guys in the YouTube chat now. Let me go ahead and bring up a little thing here so I can see you guys better. I was trying to find the Spyro 2 trumpet noise, which I could not find online. So we're probably gonna have to record that today. And was that Pete with the sub right there? I just saw that right now. Pete, thank you so much for the sub, dog. He says, good luck today. Spyro music is fucking dope. Yeah, definitely. Also, in other news, I'll be bringing this up again, but in other news, I did set a new sub goal of 800 subs. So, hey, if we, you know, hit that, then I'll get world record. I don't know. I don't have any, I don't have anything planned for the sub goal, but I have a pointless sub goal now. So there you go. We are very close to 800. We're only 20 away, I believe. Sub points. So we'll see if we can hit that today. If not, that's all right. I'm not here to beg. I'll finally play Crash. Dude, I already did play Crash 3. Dude, Spyro, you underestimate how many things I've sub-goaled over the years. I've pretty much sub-goaled every original PlayStation Crash game, except for Crash Bash, which I don't plan on ever sub-goaling. Oh shit, literally just look up Deoman Crash 3 on YouTube and you'll find it. God, that must have been like many months ago at this point. Have I ever played NST on stream? No, I've actually never properly gave NST a shot before. It looks alright. It doesn't look like something I'd be like overly excited about. I personally, like, I don't mean to like write it off before I even play it, but I feel like I wouldn't like it as much as the originals, knowing me. Like, same shit as Reignited, you know? Like, it's probably alright. It's probably alright to play, it's just not like gonna fucking blow my mind or anything. You know? But I don't want to just sub-goal something that's just going to be like, oh, whatever, all right. Like, if I do play, like, a whatever mid-ass, like, no offense to NST. If I play, like, whatever modern, I'll put it this way instead of calling it mid, whatever modern Crash or Spyro games, and I need to, like, put an extra spin on it. Like extra hard, like, some challenge, you know, fucking do it naked and doing a handstand, you know. Type of thing. Like, that's why I did like my Wheels of Pain for Crash 1 and 2 and 3, because I felt like those games, like, as casual playthroughs would have been too boring if I didn't, like, not like too boring, but just like I felt like I wanted to spice it up a bit. You know what I mean? And so that's how I would be if I ever played like NST or something. I would like you do that Wheel of Pain thing again, which I don't plan on doing that again anytime soon, by the way, to those who are actually curious about that. I don't really have any casual idea. Really what my next non-streaming like related thing. I need to work on the video. I still haven't recorded the voiceover for my 120% hard mode, but I did finally I did finally finish rendering the VODs, so I'm starting to upload those now and get that voiceover recorded. Maybe I'll hit up a video editor or something to do the rest because I'm lazy. And yeah. So that's where my head's at in terms of sub-goaling actual random casual things, which is to say I'm not doing any of that right now. I'm just gaming. Energy drink, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Dude, rendering can be such a pain. Dude, let me tell you, I'm using Sony Vegas 13 pirated. I was rendering 3 9 to 12 hour videos. Each of them was somewhere between 9 and 12 hours. Rendering 3 of them at once. My poor Ryzen 5 fucking CPU was working literally at 100% for the last 48. I still haven't turned off my computer. My computer might just die during this stream. You know? No, it was struggling a lot more yesterday. Now my computer's chilling now that it's done with that. You're landlocked. What's up, Laura? You're a little landlubber. Laura's a pirate now. But yeah, my computer's running on fumes at this point. That's a salty sea. You're a little salty sponge. You're a salty sea sponge. SpongeBob's your fucking bro. Your cousin. SpongeBob's your auntie. In certain Asian cultures, they just call everybody auntie. Like if someone's vaguely related to you and female, they're your auntie basically. Or if they're like if they're around your age, okay, this is my cousin, you know. I had a friend who was Khmer or Cambodian, I should say, not Khmer. He would call everyone his cousin. Like I would go and hang out with him at like some barbecue or something. Like, this is my cousin Jeffrey. This is my cousin Pete. This is my brother. This is my cousin. Like, man, everyone's family here. That's tight. It's like that in Mexican families as well. Like everyone's your cousin. And come to think of it, like I think in America, I guess I mean there's like big family get-togethers in America as well, but it's not as common of a convention in this culture to have like just big family gatherings all the fucking time, like every other weekend or whatever, where we just talk and drink and shoot the shit and eat a bunch of food, you know. I mean, it does happen. It's just not like as much of a ingrained thing, I guess, into the culture in westernized countries or whatever you could say. What do I know? I don't fucking know shit. I don't know jack diddly squat about any of that, to be honest with you. But what I do know is that Lumi Laura says, my goat. She's clearly talking about me. I didn't read any other messages. I'm definitely her goat, let's be honest. ESA's your family reunion. Everyone there's my cousin, my speed cousin. I'm using one of your favorite ones. Oh, the thumbnail? Yeah, of Spyro drowning. Yeah. It's a good one. Everyone always loves... Anytime I use one of Lozzie's thumbnails, people are like, thumbnail's amazing. They never tell me my thumbnails are amazing, because mine are frankly boring. Oh. Lozzie keeps it interesting. Oh. What I need to do today after, well, first of all, let's head over to Beastmakers and just work on some shit. I'm like kind of just mindlessly just playing right now, just getting my head sort of in the game, but like halfway in, you could say. Let's do Misty, Treetop. Let's just do like the Beastmakers run here from Misty through Metalhead and maybe try a couple rats and then do a run. The moon jump drown, yeah. When you fucking take damage with moon jump and like it just infinitely is in the bonk animation until you turn it off. or whatever damage. Which reminds me, at one of these points, I do need to... Oh, you know what the next casual thing... We were talking about the next casual thing I'm going to do. The next casual thing, I need to figure out, and I still haven't tested this, if Pete's collectible shuffler works with crowd control. I doubt it, but if it does, that would be fucking crazy. I need to test that out. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, I should have skipped them, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, Lozzie, DM me that right now while I'm thinking about that. DM me on Discord, say Pete's crowd control. Just say that. Pete crowd control. Pete's crowd control. And then that way I know after I go offline, I'll be like, oh, yeah, look at that. Crowd control. Yeah, that'll be the... If that does work, that'll be the next thing I actually sub-goal. But for today, we're just trying to get back up over 800 sub points. And the only way I know to do that is by grinding out these games. Yesterday, I played it a little chill. I only did about 3 hours in this game and then promptly went offline. Today, I might try something similar, but then stay online for longer. I don't know. We'll see. Reed's crowd control. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, talking about a hard mode. Well, if I played it, I would play it on medium settings, not hard. Which would make it a lot more completable. But the crowd control will be like the actual hard part about it. Because this game isn't... I've played like crowd control in this game before. And especially like any... It is fun to do any percent, but like, you know, it is still like... It's pretty easy, like, in all honesty. Like... Even if people like want to fuck you like really hard, like they can do that, especially towards the end. But I feel like generally you're gonna get enough lucky breaks. At least I feel like I get enough lucky breaks that it's not like impossible or something. So I feel like I could up the difficulty if I did medium mode crowd. That way it's actually like more stuff I have to try to properly like reach and stuff. Keeps it fresh for me as well, you know. All right, let me refresh this chat here. So that way I can see the fucking emotes all beautiful. By the way, Lozzie, thank you for the 5 gifts right now. Appreciate that. And Waxy Larry for the tier 1 saying, Deo, you're the man. Thank you. You're the man as well. Also, shout outs to Energy Drink for the sub 7 minutes ago, and Pete earlier with the tier 2. Love you guys. I'm just refreshing this chat over here. One moment. Gotta switch it away from top chat onto fan funding. Yeah, there we go. Way I can see everything. Hope it doesn't drag too much on the... Yeah, me neither. I hope not either. I hope I can... My hope today is that I can get through like 2 no resets of this at least. And then maybe a Spyro 2 hundo run. Because I was gonna do a hundo run yesterday, but I was just a little too emotionally drained after like really try-harding on my no resets. I want to see like how well I can keep a grip on my emotional strength. I feel like just in general, like the emotional strength hasn't been super strong lately. Like I haven't been like, you know, a nervous wreck or anything per se, but I have been like really, I don't know, just like emotionally invested in runs. So it makes it really draining. Not that that's like a super bad thing just inherently, but it just makes it really draining. You know, to grind runs like that. So that's why I kind of had to kind of just stop early yesterday before I like really went crazy. But luckily I feel good. It makes me kind of hungry. That's why I like taking a day where it's like, okay, only streaming for 3. Even though I could keep going, it's like the day after that, like today, it's like, all right, now let's fucking get it, you know. Feel more inspired today. But yeah, I saw Laura's message there. Your headphone jack sucks. Is my mic an XLR? Yes, it is. This is a Rode. I need to update the setup command, actually. I'm going to do that since you mentioned it, and then keep practicing this. It's a Rode Procaster. But you could also get a, for cheap, you could get something called the Rode Podcaster, and you can get a USB version of it, so that way you don't need to do XLR with an interface. So look up the Rode Podcaster. That would be my recommendation to you. Or just some cheap USB thing off Amazon as well also works. If you don't feel like doing the interface dealio. Let me see. Yeah, my mic's cool. I mean, dude, when you do use an interface, it definitely, like, there is more bass, I think, when you use a nice, like, mic, like one of these or one of those, Shure, really big dick. These ones that look like massive fucking dildos, they got, like, really good bass on. I think these are always going to have a little bit better bass compared to a, to any USB mic. But I mean, you know, you can adjust them, and the USB mics sound great anyways, and it's just a fucking live stream. It's not like it's not, what are we, fucking Joe Rogan has sex with Neil deGrasse Tyson? It doesn't need to be like ASMR per se. Yeah, you can get like an ASMR vibe with a good USB mic. So, yeah, just opinions and subjectivity and whatnot. Let me, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let me update my setup command. What is it right now? Setup? Just need to update the mic part of it. I also need to upgrade that, update the Imgur diagram, because I use a powered splitter instead of the female ones. Females. Webcam, Logitech mic is not that. Okay, so copy this. And edit. And then we're going to work on Treetops here in just a sec. Setup. Okay, mic is... Rode Procaster plus Behringer audio interface. That should work. Okay, that command got edited there. Now let me do that on YouTube. It's not commands edit. Edit on. Setup. There we go. Show and then switch over to top chat here. Should work. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, please send? What, you're not gonna let me send messages in my own fucking chat room? What the hell? I really won't. Well, anyways, Blasi or someone can update the YouTube chat there if you want. I guess it's not letting me type in my own YouTube chat, which is kind of hilarious. What if I reload? Will that fix it? Hey. Okay, now I can type. Stupid chat. Not you guys, just the window of it. Boom. Setup. What? Now it won't work. Why? What the fuck? It let me type the letter A, but it doesn't let me actually send the message I'm trying to send. Fuck you. Is it because I like... Oh my... You're a bitch, YouTube fucking chat window. I hate you. Stupid. Hold on, I'm trying to like outsmart it now. Yeah, no, when you copy and paste something, it just doesn't let you send it. What the fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck, YouTube chat? Alright, anyways, I'm done complaining about this. Let's get back to the game, shall we? That's fucking dumb. Alright. Well, that was great. YouTube, what else is new? YouTube's interface is bugged as ever. Let's practice this strat. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Let's get this. I feel like when I can see him right behind me like that, I gotta just not even go for the extra green there. Yeah, I know, YouTube not letting me copy pasta in my own chat. Like, what does the world come to? practice the through the window here. Yeah, yellow name. Yellow gamer. I'm trying to do it, Laura. I'm trying to do it with like a jump, because you know how the boxes push you back? I'm trying to jump charge after them to try to like counteract that. But I'm still fucking up like oh, I aimed for the wrong one. That was my problem. Wrong one. Wrong one, idiot. And then you want to like ride on this polygon a little bit. And it'll work. But it's just fucking annoying. Like, gotta charge up and then jump charge exactly right. I'm like fucking this up like crazy. There we go. But dude, oh come on, fuck you with the fucking crash, man. I'm not giving up on this. I'm not switching to runs yet. I'm not doing that. Game wishes. This game wishes I was fucking quitting that easy. I know, right, Laura? It's like nobody does. Not even Ash does this. And Ash does such a... You know what's... I was talking about this yesterday. I was like, Ash has pioneered the start of Treetops in the way that I was just practicing right there. And it's the same time save as if you just go through the fucking... As if you just go through the fucking fence. It's like the same thing. It's like a second and a half's worth of time save. You know, give or take a half a second or something, you know? So if you do both, then it's like a no-brainer, right? If you're gonna play it risky, like that's the risky play, you know. But yeah, I mean, knowing my fucking horny ass, like I'm not about to just like on a good run like throw it all like that. But definitely on bad runs, this would be like, I want to be able to like hit the fucking swaggy like route here, like in its full glory. On like post, you know, dead bogs. Then I just no reset. Like I gotta get this in a run at least some point. You blasted Discord. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate that. So when will I get a bot to do that for me? The world will never know. Okay, he's right behind me, so I just gotta do this. Should work now? Yeah, okay. Good adjustment. When you see him behind you like that, then you don't go for the other monkey there. This... It's just, I mean, like, it's just so swaggy. Am I gonna die? Yep. It's just so swaggy. I had that too. Breakfast sandwich? Dude, I had a really good one today. I made a bacon, egg, and cheese for Sarah. I had a bacon, egg, and a bunch of... Dude, I made an amazing Italian sub last night, actually. Oh, he's gonna run past this, right? Yeah. Too slow there. It's crazy how much like things vary there. I think I didn't let him... You have to let him wake up the first guy. I think sometimes I miss that. Ugh. I need to play that one out, because you can make that work if you wait more. Like if okay, let me just like as a devil's advocate here. Let's just like bonk. Oops, I bonked here. Now wait for this, and then you can go. Yeah, that's the recovery. Based on the movement, it should be recoverable in like pretty much any situation, unless you bonk like right at the end. There we go. That's the route. Do that a couple more times. You're gonna be sad if you never get to eat my cooking. You weren't there on the... Was that like a GDQ that I made breakfast sandwiches on the fucking... Yeah. This was like in... God, I don't remember, like 2020 or something. But yeah, I made breakfast sandwiches on the griddle. Like on like a Walmart electric griddle that plugs into the wall. I plugged into the hotel room wall and I made fucking... I went and got groceries, I remember, at like the convenience store. Like white bread and orange juice for screwdrivers and... Goddamn, a little bit of bacon from the fridge area. And I just like make bacon. Yeah, I had bacon, some eggs, cream cheese, and white bread. That was like my breakfast every morning. That was all they had at the convenience store. Maybe a couple apples. I don't remember if that was the time I was with Chris and Katie. I don't think it was. Yeah, I tried to get that going again, and I'm telling you, like, that is such like a fucking play, is to just bring an electric griddle with you for the hotel room, so that way you don't have to worry about going out to eat all the time. You can just like cook up, you know, just toast some like buns or something, you know, toast some bullshit. Of course, like, if you're not paying attention though, like, you got to be careful with it, because it can be a hazard, obviously. Like, if you leave it unattended or so, don't unplug it after every use, you know. And then it like burns some like plastic bag next to it or something, and it smells like shit in there and sets off the fire alarm. You gotta be careful with that sort of thing, if you're gonna do that. Don't hurt yourself. Buy spray oil. Bring plenty of paper towels. You know, that whole deal. So it is definitely kind of extra. It is extra to get all working comfortably, but I think it beats, like, because once you're at an event for like more than 3 days, 3 or 4 days, you just get so whatever food is in your immediate area, you get so tired of it after whatever point, after eating it for the same day in a row, like 3 or 4 times. Like you got to be able to cook something. Like I can't function if I can't like cook something. What's up, Biscamus and Good Guy Goku? Yeah, dude, I'm having an awesome day today. I actually got things off to a pretty slow start. Oh, come on, I was feeling juicy right there. You gotta come a little harder from this way. The other thing about this strat is, like, going for it, you want to be able to recover it quickly. Like, those were really not fast recoveries that I was doing there. You want to just, like, bonk it and then just immediately be able to go for it again. Like some shit like this. Oh, not like that. So you bonk, and then you go through, and then you go through. Because here's the thing, like, the fucking, this is what blew my mind. In Pete's mod, I realized this. I never thought about this. Is when you bonk, like, obviously momentum is conserved, right? So, like, even just jumping, this is, like, obvious to people who already speedrun this game, but, like, I'm standing here, if I don't press a direction but I jump, he will jump forward into the wall every time. That means that if you jump charge, like, if it's like a strat where you have to jump charge near a corner like that, then if you bonk, you just try again. You just try again, because that energy is already conserved. And so there was like a strat in Twilight Harbor on Pete's Shuffler where, like, he went out of bounds, like, in a corner like that using a jump charge glide. And I was like, oh, just charge and then, like, bonk it and then jump. And then you'll jump through the whatever thing it is. I mean, it's like one of those things that's, like, almost never useful except in, like, very niche cases like that. To know that the momentum is conserved just from an empty bonk like that. And you just jump. Like, to anticipate. You have to time the jump as well in order to get all the momentum. It's like, you gotta be in tune with the cooldown. Oh, I could have gone for the other monkey there. Ash would have been proud. Don't burn my foot. Definitely not planning on it. So yeah, if that happens, I have to just, like, immediately... I'm fucking sucking at this. There's a world where you could just immediately get it again, though, for sure. It's definitely not the one I'm living in right now. It makes me wonder if it's worth to just jump back like that a little bit. Or not. I feel like it's not worth to fully turn around and then fully come back. I feel like that's not worth as a recovery. It's either you bonk and you go straight forward, or you bonk and you, like, jump back a tiny bit. That seems like the correct move. I'll try jumping back a tiny bit this time. Okay, he's kind of on my ass, but I'm gonna go for this. Like that. Ooh, I'm not sure if that worked or not. We'll see. Nice, that did work. I'm, like, coming too wide. I have to come, like, exactly, like, in the middle of these two boxes, and then go. Dude. Well, I thought this would work better. No, it depends where you're staying. It's like a different spot that you got to stand if you're gonna do it right there without a charge up. It's like you got to be more to the right on that recovery, whereas you got to be more to the left on the initial attempt. Okay, so since I'm going slow here, I'm gonna wait this like that, like a smart person. The other thing that's kind of scary is that you have to touch that dragon far as well. Like, it'd be easy to forget that when you're trying to just be all super fast there. That felt like it was gonna work. I'm surprised it didn't. Hold on, let's hit a bonk. Yeah, it's probably best to just jump back a little. I don't know. But I swear to God, there's definitely a world where you fuck up the bonk and then you just immediately get it again and only, like, don't even barely lose any time. I swear there's a world where that is possible. I am getting better. The good news about practicing this is I'm getting better at the Ash intro. Am I streaming earlier? No, this is like pretty average for when I stream. Pretty average. I tend to stream late for most people. If I really cared about like getting the most viewers possible, I would definitely go live like several hours earlier. I'd wake up early, have a quick breakfast, and then just kind of go live. But like today, I'm glad I didn't do that because today I fucking just played RuneScape and like kicked it for like literally like an hour and a half with Sarah, smoked some weed, had some coffee after breakfast, like, and now I just feel great. I feel rejuvenated. I feel ready to. I feel like I'm in a good place mentally to play now. You know. I'm not like rushing myself or anything. But you know, it's a balance, right? Like it would be good for me to have a little bit more work ethic with like having a schedule or whatever, but for what it's worth, I'm happy how I am right now. Sometimes you need a little bit of chaos in your life, you know, no planning with shit. Is that even a time save? What, going through the fucking the fence? Yeah. It's like a 1.5 seconds. 1.5 second time save. In any percent and 120%. In 120%, you'd obviously do it after the death abuse, though. Instead of right away. But yeah, it's a time save in both categories. Oops. And then what we were talking about earlier is this intro start, you know, not waiting for the thief like I do. Hold on, I gotta remember I jump charge here. Okay, no, hold on. Keep it moving. This can still work. This is fine. I wonder if I can get both of them like this. See if that still works. Oh my god, I don't think it does. It's too wonky. I mean, it's probably possible. It's just too wonky. Might as well not bother if, you know, if that happens. Just keep it safe. See, that was an example of a bonk recovery there. Just so inconsistent. It's so easy, but so inconsistent. That's the wrong one. It's like, man, when you get it like that, it's like so easy, you know? A pizza shuffler? That'd be kind of fun. I'm down to go to a pizza shop. That's basically what a pizza buffet is. It's a pizza shuffler. You don't know what they're going to put out. You can like ask them to put out certain things, but at the end of the day, it's just a pizza shuffler going to a pizza buffet. You guys ever go to one of those? Like a Pizza Hut buffet or something? I see like food videos about those. They seem fun. Yeah, CC's has one of those, I think. Maybe. Depends on the location, obviously. Fucking pizza shuffler. Come on. Oh, trash. Let's play it. I'm gonna play it like semi-safe here. Yeah, so in that situation where I'm in between both strats, I gotta only go for the gold if I'm trying to save optimal time. which will lose the most gems compared to every other thing, unless I recover the green. Depends. Jump. It's a little slow here, so now I'm kind of like in between strats, which means I'm gonna go for this, just the yellow, but also recovering this green. So basically getting 2 greens instead of 2 blues of the old strat. That's 10 minus 4, that's 6 gems lost. Hate that. Maybe if I, like, charge jump through the boxes? I'm trying to think. Like, there's like a little secret to this puzzle that I just have not figured out yet. I think down is bad there. But yeah, I think instead of jump charge after the boxes, how about jump charge through the boxes? Or better yet, jump flame charge the boxes. Shrimping? Is that is that the name of a technique in this game, or are you just expressing yourself? I get the feeling you're referring to a specific like task strat or something. Oh, just shrimp it. You just gotta shrimp that one, Deo. Like shrimping so hard right now. Shrimp squeeze. Does shrimp squeeze refer to a type of squeeze, or it's just what somebody has named that particular fence? It's just for this particular fence. Dude, who fucking is the arbiter of these names, bro? I feel like people just... That's my thing with the Vortex random ass names. It's not that they're stupid or anything. It's just that it's like, who is fucking deciding what's a name and what's not? Like, you know what I mean? I believe I remember when this was first found, I thought we called it the Mexicano maneuver. But apparently that doesn't roll off the tongue like shrimp squeeze. Fucking tiny brain ass naming. No offense. Oh, Laura named it? Oh, did she find... If Laura found it and she named it, then it's fair. It's fair game. I can't argue with it there. Something was... I think the actual Laura launch here is actually the Mexicano maneuver, because Laura said it was found by some Mexican guy on YouTube or something. And then the thing that you're talking about, the going through the fence, that's actually a legitimate name, because Laura actually found that, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know, dude. At this point, I don't know. This is what I get for pulling strings about a name. I'm just wrong. Just ignore me. Okay, we got this. The ash. Oh, no. I'm probably gonna fail this. Go fast? No. The lore of my name is that it's from my 3rd grade. It's the first RuneScape username I ever made, and it's because in 3rd grade, I used to write the word yo on a whiteboard. And people were like, who's that? Who writes yo all the time? So I'm like, I'm the yo man, was my thought process making that username when I was in 3rd grade. But I prefer that people call me Deo and not try to enunciate the yo part, because it just sounds awkward. And that is the TLDR. And yes, I have told that story a million times, much more enthusiastically than I did now, so cut me a break. You know what? I'm gonna make a chat command that explains it. That way I don't have to begrudgingly explain it anymore, or just not. Do I have like a username command? Oh yeah, I have a video that explains it. Yeah, there we go. I do have a command. Because I know I made a video telling the actual, like, detailed story of it. So there you go. Who's Laura? Who's Laura? Dude, I don't fucking know. No, Laura's a bitch. Laura's a dog. You know? You know the person that had world record in this category for like a long time? That's Laura. There are 2 people ahead of me on the... To those who are just completely out of the loop with this game's, like, speedrun, there are 2 people ahead of me on the leaderboards in this category. It is Laura, Lumi Laura, and Ash RE_L. Ash has world record. Laura previously held world record with her current PB. And I am within 10 seconds of both of their PBs / world records. So now you're caught up. Hate it. Actually hate that. By the way, shoutouts to Rumor for the tier 1. That was 13 minutes ago. If you're still here, Rumor, appreciate you. I'm going to go pee real quick, and I'll be right back. We'll probably practice something else here. BRB. Let me switch to another level. Let's head over to Nasty's, and let's just stand in front of the rat for a while. I'll be right back. No, Biz. BRB. Yeah. Mouse over here. Oh. Turn off the BRB. On this. Bradley, thank you for the good lucks. I hope your runs went okay yesterday. Run that I tuned in on. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. You know, I'm realizing I could probably just, instead of doing the whole thing with D-pad, I mean, I could do the whole thing with D-pad. That's how I've been doing it. Try this again. I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders about this trick right now. I'm like using my brain. Just getting some weird rat positions. No, I'm pressing right too early. That's the thing, is once I start getting too overconfident, I start doing that. It's too far offset. That was good. Close. I'm a little too far left on these, which is a good problem to have. There we go. That was a decent attempt. Unfortunate RNG. I mean, not RNG, but unfortunate luck, rather. Same thing there. Just getting the proxy right before it hits the corner. So that means I gotta be a little bit more to the left of the rat. Like that. Even then, still like barely not the proxy I want. I'm gonna get fucked here. Gotta go quicker than that. Uh-oh, that's never gonna work. Let me try just setting up with analog right now. Yeah. I kind of like that, setting up with analog and then switching to D-pad just for the trick. That's not gonna work. Try it from right to left this way. That was terrible. Okay, I think I'll get into a run here soon. Who wants to see a run? Who's excited? Let me get one more decent round and then we'll do a run. Go right here. Walk off. Hate, that's literally my least favorite thing is seeing that. The early ripe tab. There we go. That's how we want it. More to the left. More to the left, and then that way, like, my setup makes more sense. For how early I press right. Yeah. Okay. Quick game. Let's do it. Sure, I'm on fast dick speed. All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna try my best to do 2 no resets today, and then maybe do a Spyro 2 run. That's kind of my tentative plan. We'll see if I don't like lose my mind too hard on any particular run. If I do, you know, I'll give myself while I'm ahead here. I'll give myself the okay, like, if I'm just super tired after 2 runs and I'm just, like, over it, then okay, then that's fine, you know? But if it's just like, I could do a Spyro 2 run, then I'll try to do a Spyro 2 run. Just like yesterday, basically. Yesterday I said no Spyro 2. Today I'll have a more open mind to it. But in either case, if I'm fucking pissed out of my mind and just completely emotionally drained, then I won't force it.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
But yeah, guys, wish me luck. See if we can get some good runs today. See what happens. Wee. Tonight, gonna have myself some good runs. Oh my god damn it, dude. Off to an amazing start. We're good. Nothing can ever go wrong in Spyro 2. I know, it's like just getting myself to the Spyro 2 hundo part is like enough of a... So really all I was talking about earlier. But yeah, actually completing a Spyro 2 hundo. Last time I did a hundo run, I was like super agitated is like the word I would use. It was a very agitating experience. Even though I tried to just be chill, like no reset, it's fine if I suck. Even then, it was still like just, I don't know. Agitating experience is all I could really say. I do like speedrunning the game though. I don't dislike it or anything. It's just a different mental place. I have to learn different coping strategies, you know what I mean? And play that game than what I have in this game. In this game, you don't have to cope so hard when you make like a little mistake. I mean, little mistakes can definitely multiply in this game, but it's not just like one little mistake and now you're losing like a minute because of some stupid shit. Like, so it's just a very different sort of emotional coping experience. Different level of expectation is how I describe it. I think there's 2 elements to it. There's the expectation before something goes wrong, and then there's the recovery after something goes wrong. Those are the 2 elements I think that like really make up the emotional reaction, the emotional strength of getting through a no reset speedrun. Not to get all philosophical about it, just it's like there's those 2 parts to it. It's like my initial expectation might be good on some days, but the cope is bad, and then other days it might be like vice versa. Oh my god, come on. Not my fastest start. But yeah, thanks for the good luck, Chris. And nice legs. Oh, I still got this. Thought for sure I'd be on a slower cycle there. OMG, it's Friday. Yes, bitch. How many of my ladies in the chat are gonna have a mimosa after work today? Have a little margarita. Give me one margarita, I'm gonna open my leg. Thank the Lord. You got a beer cracked? Let's fucking go, dude. Cheers. Oh. Man, earned it this week. God, I'm lucky I hit that. Yeah. Drawn ladies count. All my 2D ladies in the club. Where you at? I'm gonna chug this water for now. I've had a pretty chill week, I gotta say. I mean, you know, finishing the hard mode mod. I haven't been streaming, you know, too crazy much beyond that. I'm sure starting to dip my toes back into the speedrun grind in like a more serious way now, but still kind of keeping it no reset-y. I've been spending a lot of time playing RuneScape. I spent like an hour and a half, like 2 hours, grinding my rune crafting this morning, smoking a bowl, you know, fucking drinking my morning coffee. Probably gonna do more of that tonight. I'm trying to get up to 55 rune crafting and 65 crafting, so I can do the Fremnik Exiles and get the fucking badass helmet from them. Why do all of this? So that way I can prove to my nostalgic younger self that I can indeed be badass on RuneScape. If only. I'm having fun with it, honestly. It may be, you know, call me an MMO addict as much as you want, which I definitely am. You know, the little dopamine hits, I think it's a better thing to do with your time than just scrolling through like your phone, for example. That's like my cope about it. It's like, okay, I may be kind of addicted to RuneScape right now, but it makes me happier and it's like more stimulating and more chill and less like mind-numbing, degenerative. It's not at the point for me where it's like a degenerative thing, you know. I'm sure for some people, grinding an MMO is like that. It's like a degenerative experience, like, because you do it like literally you just shut out the whole. I'm sure they're like, you know, no lifer type shit. I mean, it's not like that extreme for me, so it's a pretty good. I think RuneScape is a pretty positive force in my gaming, especially for me as a gamer. You know, to have something that's like a chill, something that I'm working towards like on the side that isn't something I stream. Like, very nice. I occasionally stream RuneScape, but most of the progress I make on that game is completely solo, just, you know, after dinner, just playing, chilling on the couch. So the vibes are definitely right. When I was playing on the couch today, Sarah was like leaning her head on my shoulder, and I was just like kind of stony baloney there, just grinding this mini game I just learned, you know, and feels good, man. I hate that. That feels bad. That was terrible. That was the worst attempt at that. I should have, like, when I fail, I should have just, like, turned around and just, like, fully set it up more. And that's not gonna work. That's probably gonna be a reset, but I'll just go ahead and practice. I'll go ahead and practice for a minute here. That should work. Yeah. That's how I want to do it. Are there pay-to-win aspects in RuneScape? You do have to pay for a membership if you want to do, like, you know, 80% of the activities in the game. But it's not pay to win. In RuneScape 3, it's pay to win. There's like loot boxes type, you know, shit. But in old school RuneScape, it's not pay to win. Unless you consider illegally buying gold from sketchy third-party websites. Unless you like do that, which I obviously don't. Unless you engage in nefarious real-world trading type business, then it's not pay to win. Where am I going? Let's go back to Clifftown and just work on that a little more. Sounds like a ton of fun. I mean, like, it's very slow paced, you know. RuneScape is like very much just like, if you like the vibe, like a low poly, you know, simplistic game, you know, it's definitely more simplistic compared to like WoW as well, just in the way everything's sort of organized. It can get complex and deep for sure, like any MMO, but you know, you don't need a million plugins just to like play the game per se, you know. But also, you know, you gotta remember, I grew up with this game and I have a massive like nostalgia boner for it, just like with Spyro, you know. So, you know, like, if you don't have that nostalgic background with it and it's just some random ass game, you know, you're probably going to get really bored with it really quickly, is my warning. Because it is very slow paced. Like, you will just be sitting there, you know, you click on a fucking cow and you're just at level 1, you're just hitting zeros over and over and over, like in Morrowind or something, you know? Or okay, you don't want to do that, go fucking chop a tree. Okay, click the tree and then you're just chopping for like fucking like half an hour to get just one inventory of logs, you know? Which is like nothing. 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, if you're not ready for a very slow-paced experience, you know, just prepare for that. I think that's the #1 thing people like are like,
Okay, rolling. Oh,
you know, maybe taken surprise of when they try RuneScape. They don't realize just like it's entirely the game was designed not to be like, you know, get 99 in every skill or whatever. Like nowadays that's what like turbo nerds like myself do, but you know, it's designed to be very slow paced like that. But to that end, it's nice because it like any sort of goal I want to accomplish in that game, it like the whole process is like slowed down. It's like, okay, I want to get from like, I was at like level 30 rune crafting yesterday and now I want to get up to 55. So I'm just sitting here doing this little mini game over and over and over. You sort of get in this like sort of lull, this sort of like meditative, chill headspace, you know, about it. Like, I don't want to say like brain rot, but you know, it's like kind of the same way that like when you're scrolling through like videos online or through social media feeds, how your brain sort of turns off in a way. I think it's a similar thing. It's not the same thing, but it's a similar thing when you like do a repetitive thing in an MMO that's like very simplistic. And RuneScape is all about that. So it's like I said, if you use that as a replacement for something like social media, I think it can be really healthy, like in my case. Like instead of fucking scrolling through Twitter in the morning, looking at hentai boobies and speedrunners whining about stuff, like just play RuneScape and just, you know, just vibe out. And then actually have something to show for it. Be like, hey, you know, I fucking got this many levels today or whatever. Now my character is this badass, and obviously that tickles my nostalgic balls for the game, you know, being a fucking noob for my entire life, you know. It's a vindicating experience for me in particular. So yeah. Oh, you named it? Yeah, we were talking about Shrimp Squeeze. It's called that because Sea Salt Shrimp posted the clip. Ah, okay. All right, now I get it. Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, I didn't. But then, what about Laura Launch? That you didn't find that one either, right? You didn't find either of them technically. You just found that someone did them and was like, "Hey, like." But that still counts. I mean, that counts as discovering something or whatever. Oh, you thought, oh, okay, so you did find it kind of on your own, and then you see that like an old video someone did it. Oh. All right, now I get the whole history here. The Mexicano maneuver. Mexican guy. I love how like he just doesn't have a username to us. He's just the Mexican guy. TMR or something. Like, talk about judging a book by its cover, you know? You played a community project called 2009scape? That's like a very specific moment in RuneScape history where damage splat... Are the damage splats in 2009, are those the ones that are like 10 times multiplied? So like instead of doing 10 damage, you do like 100 damage or whatever. Is it like that? And the graphics are like better? It's not like that. I mean, I don't know. I don't personally see like why anyone would play to like whatever you want. Like you could play old school or RS3. I don't understand the niche for 2009 Scape. If someone can explain that to me. And just a bit of HD. But like take for example like old school, like people play on RuneLite and use like the graphics extender or whatever the fucking GPU, you know, graphic overhaul plugin, you know, and that makes the graphics better. So how is it different than that? A lot was changed. Oh, so the concept is that it's like that people who play 2009 Scape don't like the things they added to old school. So is there like no grand exchange? And obviously no like mini games or anything that they added. Yeah, like such as what? Yeah, that's like kind of what I'm wondering. Yeah, 2012 was the evolution of combat, it's called, as well as a removal of free trade. So this is before that. I still don't get it. I still don't see the niche for something, for a version of old school that's not old school. But I'm probably missing something. Like, unless they remove the Grand Exchange, like, then maybe I'd understand. Because when old school RuneScape first came out, I'm just gonna go this way. I don't feel like fucking resetting over there right now. When old school RuneScape first came out, there was no Grand Exchange. I mean, in 2007, there was, like, they just rebooted the game from 2007. So, like, there was that. One of the first things they added was the Grand Exchange. And I think that really changes the dynamic of the game in a big way. I mean, you can still freely trade with players. It's just not, like, required. Like, the player interaction isn't as required as it, you know, as it would be in the spirit of old school RuneScape. I still find it odd that people don't like whine about that ever. They're just like, oh, GE, all right, it's easy. You can just put everything up for sale. It doesn't matter, you know. Market manipulate, whatever the fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. I don't want to say Grand Exchange like ruined the game. It just definitely just changes it a lot, you know. If the idea is to be like old school RuneScape, you know, that's definitely not an old school thing about RuneScape. But now it's like, you know, old school has been out with the Grand Exchange for so long that it's like, it's considered, it's like people don't even think about that anymore. Freeze Champ, thank you for the kiss. Mwah. All of you get a kiss in honor of Freeze Champ. Mwah. And thanks for the good luck. Oops. Dude, this is really slow. I'm about to just reset this. I'm not enjoying it. It's too slow. I want a better pace than that. Like, I was gonna maybe be like... If I'd had a godly Clifftown there, then I would have been like 10 seconds behind, which would have been deal-withable, I guess. Probably wouldn't have been PBable. 3, 2, 1, go. If I have another run like that, then whatever. I'll try to run with it, but... We'll see. Sephi, thank you for the tier 1. 16 months. They say me when Deo gems, and I even once took time to sub to Big Watch the loyal fan myself. Yeah. Thank you, Sephi, for that absolute dyslexic experience for me. That was amazing. GZA, thank you for the good lucks and the sub as well. Great to see both you guys. Very cute chatters reporting in. That gave me the hype. That gave me the boost I needed for this run right here. Let's see if we can get it. I love getting all 3 of those gems. It's like one of those oddly satisfying things. They're like sparks just barely stretches far enough for them. Oddly satisfying. The thing you liked most was merching items in RuneScape. I mean, I think like merching is a lot more like of a legitimate form of money making now than perhaps it used to be, because like if you think about it, without the Grand Exchange, merching is just you standing there spamming like selling lobsters 300 each or whatever. So I think part of the reason people don't really complain about the Grand Exchange so much is that it takes that process and automates it for you, you know. Still though, that's not like in the spirit of the old school, you know, game, but like, if you liked merching about RuneScape, like, I can't see why maybe you wouldn't. I can understand why you wouldn't like the Grand Exchange, but if you're really, like, hardcore into merching, like, the Grand Exchange is a good thing for that. That's the thing about it, is that it's not like, it solves, it makes everyone's life so much easier, so it's hard to complain about it, you know? It's kind of that sort of thing. It's like the only reason why you would complain about it is because it is like different and because it doesn't, you know, encourage player interaction so much. But you know, to be honest, I think in RuneScape there is still like a lot of player interaction. It's just not forced. I think in a game like RuneScape, it's nice when player interaction isn't forced. But at the same time, you know, that doesn't change the fact that the Grand Exchange really changes the way trade works and is not in the spirit of playing the old school game that we remember as kids. Like, no matter how positive it is, like, mechanically, that automates things or whatever, that's always going to be a fact that it's, like, it's still not old school. So if you're nostalgically driven, you know, to play this game like I am, you know, that's always going to be a rub, I think. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, with that said, it's like, you can't deny that the GE, like, is pretty helpful. Like, it's like, you need something, you just go buy it, you know? You look at the market price, oh, the price, you know, it's like the whole market of everything is so much more clear.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
You don't have to rely on factors that are out of your control. It's crazy to think that if people wanted like rarer armor or items and stuff like back in those days, that they would have to just stand there in Varrock West or whatever and just sit there and spam, not just that you're selling, but just that you're buying something. Like, hey, I'm buying this expensive thing, and it's like so much more scamming would happen and stuff. Like, just such a different kind of economy. And it's not to say that it's better this way or anything. It's just different. There's benefits and drawbacks, I think, to both systems. Different game. Yeah, WoW's version of it is the auction house, right? So what we're talking about in RuneScape, the Grand Exchange, is like the auction house in WoW, where you just see like what's for sale and you can just put up listings and buy shit like it's Craigslist, you know? Instead of having to just sit there and like fucking find someone who's actually selling it like in your vicinity. Sexy gamers in your area. Yeah, it definitely seems like a very different experience of like, you know, to what someone was saying earlier about like what merching was like in that game. It's a very different with the Grand Exchange. And like I said, it's like in some ways better and in some ways worse. Thank you, Ryan, for the good luck. That's why they always say it's like, you know, playing RuneScape or any MMO, playing those as a kid, like teaches you a lot about like social, like, you know, people scamming you, people trying to take your money, because that's like real world skill, like real world things to, you know, It's good that you like get scammed in a video game as a kid, so that way it doesn't happen to you in real life as like an adult or whatever, you know. And that's one thing that like not having the grand exchange there, you know, definitely changes. But I mean, come on, what am I trying to say here? It's good that kids get scammed, you know? It's like obviously not. People still scam in these games anyways. It's just a lot more like social engineering, like luring and stuff, than it is actual just like trade screen type scamming. Yeah, tough life lessons. But yeah, just because I think this is always a thing with like like an older generation looking down on a younger one, is that it's like, oh well, we had it tougher back in my day, you know, so therefore we are wiser, you know. But the truth is that just as you get older, you just naturally get wiser, regardless of whatever your life experience was, you know. You just naturally are always going to have more life experience than someone. That's just an objective reality. You just have fucking more experiences than someone who's younger than you. So whether those experiences were positive or negative, or, you know, they shaped you in some way or another, like, that's all kind of bong water under the bridge. Like, either way, you're wiser, you know, in one way or another. So it's a bit of a fallacy, you know, to get wrapped up in like, well, you know, I had to work for every, you know, or, you know, whatever. When I was a kid, I had to fucking sell newspapers for $0.25 each, you know, and now these kids, they play Fortnite, you know. It's like, well, it's not an apt comparison. I love scamming kids in video games. Yeah. This is a very positive message. We scammed a dude for 10K. Yeah. I got scammed out of 10K as a kid. I remember. Someone wanted to be my girlfriend in RuneScape. I'll never forget this, dude. My friend Jalen was there with me. Dude, I missed that? Oh, fuck. I just killed this run. Oh, that's so sad, actually. Hold on. Let me see. I'll have to recover it. Hold on. Let me go focus mode here. I barely missed that fucking ring right there. That was so sad. I'll tell the story about how I got scammed here in a moment. It's over on the other side. Hold on. It's over there, like to my left. I have to grab this, and this, and then this, and then the ring. So this has got to be like 6 or 7 seconds left. Dog! I refuse. I refuse to deal with that. I refuse. I'm sorry. You can't make me play that out. I refuse. Damn, I had a good pace there too. Fucking troll ring. Yeah, dude, the rings in this game are fucking crazy. You can't touch okay, this is how the rings work in this game. There's only like a small, like, one frame, like 1 pixel wide, like, wall in the middle of them that you have to fly through, right? So if you go like partially into them and then out like that, that doesn't work. You have to fly all the way through them, right? And then also the actual part that you have to fly through, it doesn't extend to the end of the rings. It extends like a quarter, halfway into the rings. So you can be partially touching the rings, but you can't be like all the way touching the rings. And that's like what the mistake I made in my run the first time I went through that, is I was touching the ring too hard. So stupid. And Spyro 2, Spyro 3, that doesn't happen. They obviously extend those hitboxes. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, that was fixed in Spyro 2 and 3. I think the developers realized that was fucking super annoying. To like basically go through a ring and not get it like that.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Still easier to hit that, dude. The actual flying levels in Reignited are really weird. They're kind of they're like, what's the word? Nauseating. The camera like kind of lags behind Spyro and makes you feel like really like on some drunk driving shit. I am not a fan of the flight levels in Reignited. Also, when Spyro is just purely flying, and this is the same thing with Sparks in Reignited, they look like flying turds. Does anyone else, like, I don't know why no one else talks about this. They look like actual flying turds. Like, I don't mean to make the comparison so, like, you know, gross or whatever, but I mean, I just can't get that, like, They just look like flying turds. They look like very unaerodynamic creatures, you know what I mean? They look like a flying turd. I think that's why it bothers me. It's like in this game, Spyro's small, nimble, like his like, I mean, you know, I'm no fucking aerodynamic physicist or anything, but like, you know, the shape of Spyro is such that when he's gliding, like, you know, he opens his body up, you know, and like goes into like that wingspan, you know. I mean, it's like it makes like it makes sense aesthetically, you know. In Reignited, that like the sense of aerodynamics is like way the fuck off, you know. A little low on gems, but that's fine. His legs hang down, yeah, and like kind of in like that position. They should be out, right? They should be like a wingspan type dealio. Am I actually, dude? Who fucking said that? Ultra Excalibur. Oh, Ultra Excalibur. I think you saw my schedule, right? Is that what you're referring to? My Twitch schedule that nobody looks at. You looked at the thing on my profile that nobody looks at, right? Am I right or am I? Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, that's just a meme. I made that like years ago. Because obviously back then I would only play 120%. So the joke was that like if you look at the entire week schedule, it'll be like Sunday, it's like, I think I'm gonna play 120%. And then Monday it's like, yeah, let's play 120%. Tuesday, yeah, I'm really enjoying 120%. Wednesday, oh man, I'm getting tired of 120%. Thursday, gosh, I think I'm gonna quit. Like by Saturday, I'm like having a mental breakdown. That's my schedule. I don't even know if that schedule is right anymore. It's just supposed to basically be like I'm live like around 1 p.m. Eastern every day. Yeah, no, the last day is JK. I actually love this, and then the cycle repeats. So yeah, it can be quite emotionally devastating if you take those at face value. quite a whiplash of opinion. You're getting ads? Dude, just watch on YouTube. You said you came from YouTube? Just watch on YouTube, man. Either that or consider subscribing. Just basically someone type this. Say, oh, here, I'll type it for him. Since you want me to be a little extra about it, I will be extra. I'll go ahead and type something. At Ultra Excalibur. A meme. Here you go. It's a meme. Problem solved. Thank you, Olive 3, for the good luck. Appreciate that. Sephi, thank you for the gift to Ultra Excalibur. Dude, Ultra Excalibur, congratulations on not having to watch any more ads. I hope you enjoy that. Enjoy Sephi's benevolence upon you. Thank you, Sephi. You missed what I was saying afterwards, dude. You want me to like? I'm sorry, dude. I can't like go back and like rehash everything. I don't know even what I said at this point. Sorry, bud. But yeah, now you can watch without ads. Now this will never be a problem for you ever again. And to anybody who's watching on Twitch with ads, please consider watching on YouTube so that way you don't have to look like Ultra Excalibur in my chat. Okay? And thank you. Thank you for watching if you do watch ads, though. Do appreciate that. Okay, well, I'm fucking up all this movement. Let me see if I can do this correctly. Can we talk about the political and economic? Dude, we've been talking about RuneScape a lot. I bet you the majority of people who are watching me are like, dude, can this guy shut the fuck up about RuneScape? So I am going to shut the fuck up about RuneScape. I'm going to try to get a good run going here, even despite kind of a sloppy start. Oh, nice. Barely made that. That's your mother-in-law that I just proxied off of? I'm so sorry. She had to die. It's for the greater good. Get wrecked. Oh, did I get the 10 there? I don't even know. I missed the green for sure. Let's see at the end here. Thank you for the good luck, Kale Kuma. 283. Okay, that actually was just a green that I missed. Very nice. Anyone who found Mama Proxy? It's one of the oldest tricks in this run, actually. Yeah, I wonder. That's a question for Chris or something. Maybe Tuval. I feel like it's got to be either Chris or Tuval. They were the first people that I ever saw doing the trick. I don't even know if... Yeah, Tuval ran any percent in the early days of this game's speedy speed. So maybe Tuval found it. That wouldn't surprise me. Oops. But I'm not going to say that for sure. What does We Get Married redemption mean? Nothing. Literally, my channel points, they don't do anything. Like, just full disclaimer, they're just there so you can, like, save up and just, like... Basically, all I do is acknowledge you. All I do is, like, you know, you redeem, like, any of the things, like, hey, nice cock, or the kiss chat. We get married, like, oh, thanks, we're married now. You know, it's like... If you expected to do anything else than that, then I don't know what else to tell you. They're just jokes. Ultra Excalibur is over here needing clarification on everything that's a meme about my channel. Actually, I was looking at your About Me, and it says that, what does Shemp Boys represent mean? That you're gonna ride off in the motorcycle with the sunset with my girlfriend? Can I get some clarification on that? Thanks for watching, Ultra Excalibur. Ship it? Wait. Bradley X Bentley? Did I read that right? No, I definitely did not read that right. I don't... Bradley X Bentley. Ship. There are a couple now. What's up, Zebra? Dude, runs are going okay. I'm finally got a decent pace out of the bullshit here. Had kind of a slow early game, though, so I'm just even with PB right now, but this could be something. He's just mad at the game and taking it out on you. What's your problem, Nat? You want to talk about it? I'm about to start taking it out on you with such bitch-made messages, no offense. But I do appreciate you watching. I'm just joking around, for Christ's sake, man. You guys are... You're soft, Nat. You know that? I'm soft, too. I mean, I know what it's like. It takes one to know one. I'm very sensitive. You know this about me. Judging by your message, you know that very clearly. But man, be nice to me. You know, you don't gotta shit on me here. Unless you really want to get blocked. I mean, I don't think it needs to be like that. I don't think it needs to be like that, Nat. We could be cool, can't we? No? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Oh my god. Dude, Ultra Excalibur, no offense. I'm cutting you off from questions. You're done asking questions today. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you being here. You're good, bro. Does anyone else listen to this OST in their car? Definitely not me. I will die. You cannot make me listen to this OST if it's not fucking content related, all right? This OST is the soundtrack of my fucking nightmares sometimes. But it is a good soundtrack though, I'll give you that. It's not just him being like, oh, it's been pissed, but it's like the fade in of the blum, like of that intro cutscene. Chris knows what I mean. Blum. Like, it just like awakens something so negative inside of me sometimes. Something so futile. It like awakens a sense of futility within you. You know? Oh. All right, rolling. In the minimum of the fucking fade in. All right, rolling. Of course, it's been piss. Never forget. It's almost like the dragon being like, oh, it's been piss. Like it brings you back into reality after that initial like existential crisis that is the fade in of it, and then it's like, oh, and then it's like as a player, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm doing something here. And you fucking skip. That's like that's the experience. That's the 10,000 plus hours of runs experience. You need headphones to do Nestor skip, so you block it. You're like not listening to the game sound, you're saying? I don't hate that idea. Just having headphones plugged in while you're grinding Nestor skip and then just unplugging them once you actually like get into, you know, whatever the first level. Doesn't affect the stream, you know, but it does affect whether you're hearing it or not. Do I have a headphone jack on this TV? I don't think I do. Maybe it's on. Maybe I have one on the back. Or just have the mute button from my, I could have gone left there. The mute button from my remote would do the same thing as well. That's what it's there for. I have an HDMI to headphone splitter. Very nice. Proud of you. You listen to audiobooks or music? This dude's listening to Harry Potter. Like, fucking on pace. Ronald Weasley! Dude's listening to 50 Shades of Gay. Hey, don't you dare call my boy Chris LBC a dweeb, alright? If he's a dweeb, then you're a turbo penis. What do you think about that? Hmm. Yeah, that one stung, didn't it? Thanks for the good luck, Gizzy. Somebody disrespecting my goat. Dude, literally anybody, like, okay, a person streams Spyro for more than a couple years. Everybody in the chat, don't talk about my goat. Fucking Saboom, Chris, Tuval, me. Who? Spudley. Bucci. Don't talk about my goat like that. Saboom, everybody's the goat. We all are equally quoted. Quote. Fady, not goat. Fady did not pass the goat check, unfortunately. Damn it, dude. That's what I get for trying that. This is such a bad attempt at that. This run's dead. Thank you, Days. It's my fault. I had too much speed, I think. I am not going for that again if I'm on pace again. I threw my run for an extra blue that I didn't even get. Blame Composer? What? Composer? You're the one that posted the strat on the Discord.
It's been peaceful.
He's saying it's Composer fault. Oh, it's only his fault when I miss it, but not when I get it. Then it's your. Then I attribute the positive to you and the negative to him. I get it now. Now I'm understanding. And remember, it's never my fault that I miss something. Just remember that detail as well. Oh, Composer posted first. Yeah, sorry, I should have brought up the receipts. My bad. Check the time logs. Check the Discord logs. Days is not responsible for any negative response, but he is responsible for all positive response. We will change the receipts to be in your favor if we need, in that case. Blame me if you bonk on the greens. I think that green is like, that green's an interesting acquisition because you can't like charge jump onto the ramp if you want that. Onto the initial supercharge ramp. I don't think. Or charge jump rather. You have to like go from the ground to like make that green a lot easier. Shit balls. I do like that strat though, you know, just for the record. I fucking, you know, the whole extra 7 gems there. Or I guess extra 5, right?
It's been piece.
Is that what it is? Because it's technically you would miss a green that you would otherwise get from one of the things above. Extra 5. A weighted 5, if you will. Well, man, I have been resetting a bunch here. I started grinding runs at the 45-minute mark. We're an hour and a half roughly into stream. We're getting towards an hour's worth of resets. I am only starting to lose my mind just a little bit. We've had some paces out of Mama Proxy. I've just failed to take them anywhere meaningful. You're watching a musical. Oh my god. Tell them I said hi. Tell everybody on stage that I said what up. What's up, R Gamer? Thank you for the good luck. Gamer. Yeah, tell Phantom of the Opera I said what up. Fuck. I'm an idiot. I'm actually just so dumb for that. I thought I could get him. When you can't get him if you missed the first one. You have to just tank the 7 gems lost there. And not do what I did. I'm resetting over really dumb stuff. I need to try to get myself into a no resetty headspace here. Whoa, jeez. I forgot my chair didn't... My chair was on, like, super lean back settings.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Might be Spyro 2 time. I'll keep it in the back of my head. I'm gonna finish one run of this today, at least. I am resetting pretty hard, I'll acknowledge, so I'm willing to shift the game plan to at least one run completed and then Spyro 2. But I definitely got... I think I got another, like, hour or 2 left in me here of this game for sure. So I am starting to lose my mind slightly. I don't know. We'll see if I end up playing Spyro 2 today. I always get lazy about it because after like 3+ hours of playing this, it's like, man, do I really want to play more Spyro? And the answer has to be yes. I need to have more fucking cojones, you know? I need to push myself a little more today, I think. Nat, thank you for the 1 month. Don't forget to leave a like, share. Yeah. I liked, shared, loved, and appreciated that. You're the best, Nat. Enjoy the day. Will do. Grit mode engage. It's really not going to get... The thing with this run is that it doesn't really get gritty until after I'm past Mama Proxy. Until then, I'm just coasting, basically. And then after that, I need to go grit mode, yeah. But we have been getting some runs past the Mama, you know, so we just gotta grit just a bit more here. Grit them tits. Gotta cream that ice, exactly. Your PBs have happened in races or when you decided no more resetting. So true. So true. What's up, Leon? How are runs going, Getro? I know we haven't, like, actually properly connected in a while. Actually, speaking of which, I've set up a couple more lessons starting next week. So shout outs to everyone who hit me up for that. And to those who don't know, I do offer Spyro lessons. Hit me up on Discord. $40 for an hour and a half. If that's too much, then the service is not for you. Actually, if it's too much, it's the real response. If it's too much, then go into the Spyro Speedrun Discord and just hang out in voice and tell someone that you want help or something. It's essentially the same service, but where I feel like my value is that I have more experience speedrunning this game than any other human in the world. So really, my value comes more from the mentality and the approach than the actual strats themselves. So just food for thought of why I charge money for that service. There is value there, I feel. But if you disagree, that's fair. You know, I totally get it. It's a bargain. If I was really like trying to sell myself hard, then yeah, I would like charge more. But I'm not trying to like bankrupt my chat. I'm not trying to bankrupt anyone who's just trying to learn the game. At the end of the day, I want people to just like learn the game. Like, if you want to learn the game and you want some help from me, then I offer that as an option. You know, I just won't do it for free, unless it's just like a passing question or something. I'm sorry if that makes me greedy. How are my runs going? Okay. I've been getting some paces. I said this earlier in the run, but I've been getting some paces past Mama Proxy, but all of them have been dying relatively early. So yeah. Gotta train you in 120. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything I could teach you, Chris. Like, I know you're just joking, by the way, but just thinking about that hypothetical seriously. Like, if you were to get a lesson with me, like, what would that be like? And it would definitely just be us, like, just chatting about like the experience of running the game, especially for so long, and like, especially with RuneScape. I feel like it would be hard for me to like really relate to your grind in a really strong way because of RuneScape in the game, and then like kind of the difference in our lifestyles out of the game as well, you know. So I think to that end, there's not really a whole lot that I could like give you too much valuable insight on, you know, that you can't just, you know what I mean? In your particular case, so you're a unique case, obviously. Zach, thank you for the prime, appreciate it. Saboom, he says. Yes, Saboom, indeed. I gotta channel that. But it would be a fun idea, you know, like for not that I'm like suggesting that we have to do this or anything, but like as like a podcasty more type thing to be like to actually make some content out of it, like for Patreon or something. We sit down in a call for like, you know, for however long and just talk about our experience running 120. Just talk about 120 things. Like just come into a call with like a list of funny gripes or thoughts about the category and running it a lot. And just make like a little Patreon episode of that. That would be fun, actually. I would not charge Chris for that. But I don't know how interested he'd be in that. I also don't know how interested I'd be in that. I'm pretty fucking lazy. It's an idea. It's a content idea. Maybe when I'm feeling more inspired, I'll hit him up. But until then, we grind. But I love that. I love the concept of just like a sit down with someone, like recorded, like two people that have like just a unique perspective on something that no one else in the world does. Like sitting down with Canadian guy A, like we're the only two people in the world that really make like a living off of Spyro related YouTube content. And so it's like just talking about that is just like a really sort of unique experience, you know. 3, 2, 1. And so similarly, like with me and Chris, we're like some of the only two people that have played 120% to the extent that we have had world records, came and gone from our grinds over the years, and
Okay,
are still
rolling.
added to some degree or other.
It's been peaceful.
Like, not only does a sit down like that like provide an opportunity for us to learn from each other, but just as like an interesting like insight for someone just listening in, I think. So yeah, rather than it looking at like a lesson or something, it's like more of like a podcast, like meeting of the minds type of thing. I could even have the game up and like we can go over like certain areas and certain strats and stuff just as like springboards for conversation. That'd be cool. I'd have to peel you away. Yeah, I know. It's in our nature to put things like that on the back burner, you know. I get it. No, but I actually, it is a cool idea, and I think if I were to do another Patreon type podcasty thing like that, I would do it. I think Chris is not a bad candidate for something like that. And I don't mean like a fucking interview with, oh, Chris, where did you start speedrunning? No, just talking about the game and like what makes us tick, with this game. Like what strats are fucking annoying. What experiences do you have like streaming and like getting fucking distracted and just like little things like that. Just all the little things, like the heart to heart, you know. I've seen so many like of the fucking like speedrun interview. Oh, I interviewed this world record holder or whatever, but it's just, it always feels so like contrived where it's like, where did you get your start in speedrunning? It's like, I started by watching some runs and then doing some runs and then I did some more runs and then I learned some new strats and then this strat came out and then I did some more runs and here I am. You know, that's like how it always goes, right? So yeah, I'm not trying to do some shit like that. I feel that, Chris. I feel like we both have so many like odd experiences. It's hard to like really put it all on to put it all out, like to pull it all from the annals of your brain, you know, to like really put it all on paper. That's why organizing like a list of topics and then having a sit down, like a talk with someone, like with a list of just random thoughts about a game, you know, like that's why it's such a cool concept, because it's like just a bunch of springboards for interesting points of discussion and learning from one another. Anyways, yeah, I'll DM you if I ever care to organize something like that. It's a cool idea. Annals. The annals of history, Landbiort. Just like the annals of your mother. How frequent do you have to replace specific hardware? Not as often as you would think. I've been using this same controller for like 3-4 months at this point, at least. I really should change it. The number one thing that I change in my setup, like on a semi-regular basis, is my controller. Just because, especially in this game, the potentiometers get gummy over time. That are under, like the stick box thing that makes the analog stick move. But I don't really switch out discs really at all. I don't switch out consoles. Like once you have a good disc and good console, like that should last a really long time if you're not like super aggressive with it or something. Yeah, granted, you know, like some PS2s can cause that like ring effect on the disc, but it usually doesn't fuck up your disc like too bad to where like it degrades super hard or anything. Now, with that said, I have gone through a couple of consoles and a couple of discs in my time speedrunning, but you know, that's over the course of many years. Like in general, you really don't have to, once you have your setup, you don't really have to replace stuff unless you really want to be like picky about controllers or whatever. Or capture equipment and whatnot. Mics. If you just want to be a pedantic streamer that's always trying to upgrade their setup, I mean, you can definitely be that. But you definitely don't have to be. No, that's not my dog in the profile picture. It's a picture of a random, I guess, corgi, right? Off of Google Images from when I first made my Twitch account in 2012. And since then, we have not been able to find the source of that image. I've tried the Wayback Machine and reverse image search and stuff. So now basically now I am that dog. Where once I was emulating that dog, I have now become the dog. because now that picture is now only synonymous with my channel, which is kind of cool. I got that dog in me. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, come on. You have to replace. You can replace just the analog stick. You can replace the stick cap, and you can replace the potentiometer. It's much harder to replace the potentiometer, the stick box, that is, because it's soldered on onto the controller at 8 points. 8 points. It's not just 1 or 2 solders. It's 8 fucking, you know. Fucking solder that shit on. It's not easy to get a potentiometer changed. I tried it once. It's way too precise of work for me to like actually do effectively. It is possible to switch potentiometers on controllers, but at that point it's just like for me it's just it's more worth it to just get a new controller at that point. You meant the whole thing with potentiometer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you have a high repair skill, like IRL, then you could do it. Come on, that was so close. Dog, these mamas are being so slutty. Please just go in the fucking corner. You have to, I don't know if you heard me just speak right now, Blue Eye, but yes. It lagged for a moment. It didn't say I dropped any frames. That's weird. I'll say everything I just said again. Okay, so controllers are I'm just talking about PS2 controllers. Now, with controllers, you can actually use an adapter and use like a PS3, PS4, PS5 controller on a PS2. So I don't do that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know repairing about any of those. I don't know about what they feel like. I don't know about any of that. So, but with a PS2 controller, not a PS1 controller, PS2 controller, you can easily, actually this is true for PS1 controllers as well, you can easily just unscrew them with a precision screwdriver and just switch out buttons, you know, maybe cannibalize some old broken controller and then take the button, it's just button caps and plastic, you know, like stick caps and stuff. You can switch those out, clean it off, it might make your controller feel better. Generally, it's not going to fix underlying problems of sensitivity and gumminess with the potentiometer. So when it comes to issues like that, which are commonplace in controllers, you're usually just going to be better off just getting a new controller rather than trying to desolder a fucking potentiometer or to try to, like, you know, switch out the fucking pressure sensor pad, you know, switch out the ribbon cable, you know, it's like, it just ends up being more trouble than it's worth at a certain point. These controllers are only like, what, like 20 bucks each at the most, like if you're buying them used off like Facebook or whatever, and people are just getting rid of them for, you know, for free if they're broken. So like, the general strat that I do when it comes to like picking up new PlayStation 2 hardware is I'll just go on Facebook Marketplace and I'll just look for some, like, you know, old MILF getting rid of like her kids, you know, old PS2. So I'll buy like, you know, 2 controllers with the console and some games, you know, get some Madden in there, right? Like, and usually usually people will be selling bundles of those for anywhere from like $30 to $80. You really don't want to pay more than that. People will try to charge you over $100 or something like that, but if you're patient, you can find a good deal. So that's how I do it. That's the whole landscape of PS2 hardware hunting and repair for me. You need to replace the cable? Are you talking about just the cable that goes to the console? Just that cable? You technically could do that. You could technically splice those. I don't know how to do cable splicing, which is what you're talking about. But I'm sure it's possible. There's got to be like a tutorial on YouTube for something like that. Replacing your PS2 cable. Not to be confused with the ribbon cable, which is what I was talking about earlier. That's a different thing. But if you're just talking about the cable that connects the controller to the console, you could probably fix that. I don't know. I've never tried doing it myself, so I can't really give you much advice. But there's probably a tutorial out there somewhere, I'd reckon. Consoles are 100 a piece, but no, that's what I'm saying is on average, people are going to be selling them for that much, but that's why you got to be patient. And like, when you're really in the market for another console, you got to be like checking back. That's how used like secondhand markets are, is like, if you just check like one day and you just base the entire market off of like one day's search query on just one website, I mean, it doesn't give you the full view of the market. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, you're right. Like on average, people will be selling them for like 100 plus if you're not being patient, for sure. I've done it. I've spent like over $100 for like a console and controllers and stuff. But it doesn't feel good. I don't recommend it. I recommend being patient. Oh. And this is true with anything on secondhand, is, you know, is if you can be patient, you will eventually chance upon a better price. Patience is key. Give it like a couple weeks. That's what I say. Is if you're really in the market for something, but you're not in like a rush to get it or anything, give it like a couple of weeks of looking at the used market for that thing. Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, whatever else. eBay, look at all the online stuff. eBay, fucking Newegg, whatever. Used Amazon, like the whole, look at everything. You know, just go through all of it like every day for like a week. And then you'll get a better idea of like the actual market. By the time a week elapses, or even like a couple days, you'll find a good deal by that point. It's a lot of time investment and effort, and I get it. To really bargain hunt like that. Yeah, thanks for the good luck, Wassam. Hot MILFs, find them today. This is the motivation I want. Once you hit the 1-3x. If Bradley beats me to the 1-3x, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, Bradley's gonna pull an Elusive Dark on me. Bradley's gonna come from behind and just demolish my PB. Which, you know, honestly, you love to see it. Yeah, what's your current PB, Brad? I thought your PB was still in like the 150s or something. Do you have 1-4x yet? I haven't been paying attention because when you were running the other day, you were running against like some other splits, so I didn't know. I didn't check. You gotta have that, dude. Just based on how you play, you're gonna have a 1. If you don't have a 1-4x yet, it's definitely happening. So, oh yeah, no, you're gonna say this is the fun thing. I gotta tell you this, Bradley, because like this is the experience I had at that particular PB level, like low 150, high 140s. Is that you are in your golden era right now? Just enjoy every PB because they're gonna. This is the only time that they're gonna start coming kind of easier. You know, because like it's like you and I, like we're both at, I would say, at a pretty similar level, like conceptually with the category, where it's like we have our route, we have our strats, you know, and it's just it's at that golden era where it's just everything is just getting slowly better. You can see it getting better in front of you. That's a real, you know, that's a real treat to be able to have that in speedrunning, because that means you put in the initial work, but you're not so far along where like, you know, where you just don't see like, you know, the progress is so like short, you know, or so slim. 3, 2, 1, go. So I say you are in your golden era, Bradley. Right? I mean, what do I know? I don't know you like that, but for me, being at that point was like being in my golden era. You know.
Okay, rolling.
So I'm pretty confident you're going to sail through the 140s, and even if you don't, even if it takes a while and it's a fucking painful grind, I mean, hey, I mean that's speedrunning for you. That's just the way the cookie shits, I guess. I feel like most of the work I need to do in Spyro 2 at this point is more like out of the game than it is like in the game, if that makes sense. Like when I'm playing, like I need to be really have a better grip on my coping mechanisms, really, because I still struggle. Like after I did that no reset the other day, I was struggling on that run. I think it's a common problem of mine that I get too emotionally invested in my runs. I mean, you know, I'm human, right? I try not to. Some days I'm better about it than others. Today, I think I'm doing good about not getting too emotional with these runs, but... I mean, when you're on a hot pace and you feel it, you know, and you're focusing and, you know, it's like, it can really be heartbreaking in moments. I mean, it really can. It can feel unfair. I think one of the worst feelings you can feel in a speedrun is when something happens to you feels unfair. And I definitely get that feeling a lot more in Spyro 2 and 3. Than I do in Spyro 1. I think that's part of why the cope is a lot more difficult for me. Is to be ready for the unfair, you know. Thank you for the good luck, Mika. Be ready for the bullshit. Yeah, the opposite problem. You wish you were more attached to your. That's an interesting issue. You know, I've never heard it like that way. I've always seen like getting attached to a run as like a net negative. But are you saying that it's like for you, it's like you wish you were more like engaged in your run, like you were more focused, perhaps? Because that's how I describe that. I describe that more as just being able to actively focus for a long period of time. And I do have tips for that, if that's what you're talking about, but I just wanted to clarify. Do I play on analog? I play on analog in this game, but on D-pad I play, or on Spyro 2 3 I play D-pad. Yeah, what Brad said. We're all human, at least that's what I've heard. So it is less of a focus thing and more of an emotional thing, you're saying, Dylan. That's interesting. That is actually really interesting. I know a lot of speedrunners have like dealt with that, like what you're describing, where it's like you just don't care anymore, you know? That's a really common thing you see with people who have speedran for a while. Is that it's just like, I just can't care about what I'm doing anymore, you know? Is it kind of like that vibe? It's like just kind of disassociative, like, just like who cares? Like, whatever. Runs good, runs bad, doesn't make me... I feel nothing, you know? Yeah, no, that's definitely different than, like, how I experience speedrunning, for sure. And I don't even know how, like, one would, like, get themselves more emotionally engaged in a speedrun. I think that's, like... That's a question I think only you could answer for yourself. I can't even give, like... Really... I don't feel like I could really give valuable insight on that. That sounds like an intrinsic like motivation thing that, you know. But with that said, I mean, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like, yes, I'm so into this run, I'm so motivated. Right? Like, it's okay to have runs where you just don't care and they're just whatever and who cares, and even if it's a PB, it's like, who cares, you know. It's okay to have those, you know. Like, I definitely have those. But more often than not, I'm on the other end of the spectrum, I think, where I'm just like too invested in a run, too emotionally reactive, or like, fuck, you know, like, oh, like I really wanted that to work, you know, type of shit. I think if I were to give like one piece of advice, of unsolicited advice that maybe you're not even asking for, that you don't even care, maybe, Dill, is and this might be bad advice, so disclaimer, but my advice is to just keep going, because like once you've had enough bad days of speedrunning, you'll find that the good days feel a lot better, you know. Like you can't have, you know, it's like when you struggle a lot with something, or it's like you just don't care for a long time, and then but you keep going and keep going, eventually it will get to a point where it's like, finally I have a good day where this is like where I'm like playing better and what, I don't know. It's just a thought that maybe just like more time investment could solve the issue. It could exacerbate the issue. It could make the issue worse. But it's probably gonna have one or two directions of those effects. Again, only you can really know the answer to that. But in my case, I think the amount of, like, just the fact that I'm daily grinding, like, and, like, most days are pretty, like, inconsequential. Like, that's what makes the good days, like, feel really good, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if that's, like, insightful at all. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, Dylan. I'm saying like if you keep playing, eventually you will be forced to care enough to actually like play well enough. You know what I mean? Or to, you know what I'm saying? Like the more time you invest, the more you kind of have to like give a shit. If that makes sense. Like as you're just naturally, as your PB gets better, it becomes harder and requires like more attention and focus and whatnot, you know? That's like a natural progression of the hobby, you know? So that's why I'm saying like maybe more time investment, like, or over a longer period of time can gradually solve the issue. I know a lot of speedrunners have this this kind of like insecure, I'm not saying you have this, but I know I see this a lot on Twitter, is where it's like speedrunners like feel like they hop between games a lot, but they don't really stay like really motivated to just one. That it's kind of that same vibe, right? It's like maybe part of the reason you're feeling like you don't care is because like you haven't really put a lot maybe over, you know what I'm saying? Like you haven't really put a lot into the grind yet. I'm not saying that is or isn't the case for you. I'm just saying maybe that's one solution. And again, it could be the opposite of what you actually want. So I don't know. Maybe what you actually want is to just quit. You know, hey, fuck, I'm not here to judge that either. I'll never be like, never quit this hobby. This can definitely be a negative and degenerative hobby. So like, if quitting is, you know, I'm saying like, I'm not here to judge any decision, you know. But yeah, just focusing in on like one game in one category for a really extended period of time, like over a month, several months, you know. I think that's part of why it's easy for me to get emotionally invested, is because it's like the same thing over and over. It's like it's only gonna get better at this point if I get better, you know? It's like I'm forcing myself to have to grow in order for my PB to grow, you know? You kind of back yourself against a wall in a lot of ways by only grinding one category of one game, you know? So that's my logic about it. Again, it can go the other way as well, where it's like it makes things even worse. It could be that way. It's really just a matter of perspective. Oh my god, missed 2 blues there. But yeah, Dylan, you're doing great. By the way, let me just say, like, I'm not here to tell you you're doing bad or anything. You're doing great, Dylan, like, as far as I'm concerned. Any runs, you know, or any non-runs, or just chilling in the chat, like, whether you ever do a run ever again, like, I'm proud of you. Just remember that. And I'll go ahead and quit being Mr. fucking speedrun life coach over here for 2 seconds. Good lord. Focus on the run, man. So far behind. How am I losing so much time in Clifftown, I wonder? I thought I got a first try mama. Maybe I didn't. It must have been like a second try. Oh my god, come on. Time to destroy. Unfortunately, we do not fight Shemp in this category. I'm sorry to blue ball you on that. Oh, you're good, Dylan. I know me. I wouldn't want some fucking streamer to be telling me on some fucking therapy type of beat. So I will promptly shut the fuck up now on this subject. I ain't trying to go in circles. But I'm proud of you. I mean, dude, sometimes that's all we need, man, is a little bit of validation. I know sometimes I really need that in this hobby when I... What? How the fuck did that miss? Oh, dude, that's my second run that died today in this fucking level. Goodness grief. Goodness grief. I just cannot... I can get runs out of Mama Proxy. I just can't get them beyond. I think I have to just commit to a no reset soon. I'm getting there. I do have a couple of resets left in me. I'm not like, you know, I'm only 2 hours into this grind. But, it's gonna get to, if I keep resetting here, it's gonna get to it. Right now, I'm not in no reset land, but I'm getting there for sure. Thank you, Daria. I'm actually really proud of like the amount of resetting I'm doing here, and I'm keeping a cool head about it. You know, I'm not like getting too pissed or anything.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
Am I going to ESA? No, I'm not. I am not going to ESA. Unfortunately. I'm not going to GDQ. No speedrunning events this year. You know what they say, Dylan, that absence makes the heart grow fonder. And I think that's why GDQ banned me, is because they love me, is really what it is. They want me to they want me to be far away so that way they miss me, you know? It's that type of thing. Or that I miss them. It's mutual. And the same goes for ESA, that I want to take a year off and then come back afterwards. Banned? Yes, I got banned for going into a practice room without a proper badge for 1 year. No, it's not that serious. Please do not share your opinion about GDQ in my chat. Thank you. I accept full responsibility for the mistake. I literally can't talk. I literally can't. It's so funny. There are some things that's like, if I say I get banned from GDQ, I can't just leave it at that. I have to explain the whole reason to you guys. Because there'll always be one person that's like, wait, what? It's not that serious. I can go back in 2025. It's fine. I made a mistake. It's all good. Doing Nestor Skip makes you hyper-focus every single run because there's so much more hassle to reset. Yeah, dude, I can totally imagine that. I can totally see that, where it's like, once you finally get a run that with Nestor Skip, it's like, all right, shut the fuck up. Let's get right from the start. There is no level where, like, right here, how I'm like kind of just fucking around until I get past Mama Proxy. If you're doing Nestor Skip. If you're doing Nestor Skip, the moment you get past Nestor, it's like, oh, it's on. You know, I totally hear what you're saying. Could be a blessing and a curse too, because some days when you have that feeling when it's like, okay, run on now, you know, some days that sort of energy can work against you, and other days it can work for you, you know. It just depends. Every day is different. Oh my god, fucking wow. Nice jump. And yeah, shouts to Zach earlier with the Prime. I think I shouted him out, but may have missed it. Shout out Zach R, legend. I got banned because I cheated in the Spyro Quit. No, that was just funny. I feel like some days, Crit, tell me you haven't had this experience before. Some days I feel like I'm playing good, and so because of the nature of speedrunning this game, that makes me fuck up more. Because I'm like, oh, I'm like pushing stuff, I'm like feeling myself a little bit. You know, so yeah, just on a subconscious level, I'm like get into it on a run, you know? Like what you're saying about how you kind of turn on after Nestor Skip. Like that same energy, right? It's like, oh, it's on, you know? And so some days if I'm feeling like really like excited, so to speak, excitable in this game, high energy, then that can work against me, despite me being in a higher focus, like higher, you know, mental acuity. Despite that, you know, I'm not slowing down as much as I should be, you know? So yeah, definitely good days can work against you in speedrunning for sure. And I think that definitely ties into what you're talking about like how some runs, depending on the strat you use or whatever, it makes you hyper focus. That hyper focus isn't always like, you know, working in your favor, depending on just from the day to day, you know. It's like how some runners will say that like autopilot is like they play better when they're on autopilot, is because they're not like, especially in a game like this, you're not like hyper pushing the movement. You just get more consistent gameplay. I think, you know, and I always talk about Ash on my stream. I hope that Ash isn't upset about how much I talk about them on my stream. But I think they're really good about containing their gameplay, like, in order to have consistency in their runs. Like, that's actually a skill that I don't, like, I feel like a lot of Spyro players, like, struggle with. is like not pushing it too hard. Like knowing where to push it is like such a fucking like art and skill in this game. Because if you're just pushing it everywhere, you're just gonna fuck up everywhere basically. And I'm definitely guilty of that. I think compared to Ash's gameplay, I definitely am pushing some of my movement like a lot harder unnecessarily, just making me way less consistent. And that's not like a good or bad thing. It's just like, it's actually usually a bad thing. You would think that would be like, oh, well, eventually you'll get a better run as a result of that, but not so, you know? You see like the types of Dreamweavers Ash is putting down, they're faster than my fastest Dreamweavers, so explain that, atheists, you know? Good tip for improved brain health is avoid anything with that. Dude, if you eat well, that does have a huge effect on like what I would consider like your subconscious like abilities in a game like this. All the stuff that you're not thinking about actively, and the stuff that you're thinking about actively, it's definitely highly impacted by the food you put inside you. The amount of activity you have, you know, how much sleep you get, you know, all those things. On the emotional side of it, it's like emotional health and mental health is like really important in order to not be distracted on runs. If you like have a bad home life, or you know, you fucking hate your wife or kids or mom or dad or something, or your work is stressing you out or school is stressing you out, well, that's going to negatively impact your runs as well. You know, that's going to be subconsciously bothering you while you play. You know, as much as you might try to like block stuff out, you know, you can't really. I mean, I guess some are better at it than others, right? Oh my god. So yeah, I mean, all of those things I think go without saying, that it's like, if you lead a healthy life, a healthy, balanced life, you are just generally going to be better at something like speedrunning. Definitely. Soup life is good. I want to try making, what's that soup that sumo wrestlers make? There's a name for it. It's like boiled cabbage and like a bunch of other stuff like meats and fish and lemongrass and sprout, like all sorts of veggies and stuff just in a soup. You guys know what I'm talking about? Look up the sumo wrestler soup. Not miso soup. Chonklo nabe, or chonko nabe. It's called chonklo. Yeah, chonko nabe. Norkson knows. Norkson's on their weeb shit. Yeah, I want to make some chonko. That'd be good. A nice, just like, cabbage base, like just broth. Bunch of vegetables, throw some meat in there, some fish maybe. Chonko nabe. A very simple soup. Yeah, it's a sumo specific soup. Dude, there's like a Vice documentary of like this one sumo guy, and he just talks about how much he loves chonko. Like half the documentary is him just making and talking about and, you know, hanging out with people eating chonko. Shit's good for you. Sugar is poison. Used to be so much healthier till you drink sweetened coffee for too long. You don't get any exercise or sun. You know what? I think myself and Sarah are definitely slowly going down that path of like walking that tightrope of like, we're just inside all day and we consume sugar and, you know, and stuff like that. But then also like periodically getting out into the sun, and, you know, I cook a lot of homemade meals as well. So finding the balance of those two lifestyles can be difficult. Sarah was complaining a lot yesterday. She was having a headache like crazy, and she said it was from screen sickness. And I try to tell her, I'm like, oh, just go outside, right? But it's like, she's like, well, I can't go outside, you know, because I gotta be like in front of my computer and stuff. I'm like, It's tough. Like, you have to make time to, like, just be, like, live out your humanity, you know? That's part of the reason why I don't, like, go online at, like, an exact time with my stream. It's like, I take as much time as I need to sleep in, make a good breakfast, drink some coffee, hang out, chill, you know, and then I do run, and then I stream. So I'm generally on late most days as a result of that. But it's like, it's kind of in the spirit of that, of not, like, you know, getting into this vampiric lifestyle. Dude, a lot of us are just straight up vampires. Like Sarah and I, we're like practicing vampirism. Any of you guys that just sit in front of a computer all day, or you're just on your phone all day, don't go outside. Like, I get it. I understand. That fucking run sucked. I gotta really start trying to know. I'm like really resetting over every dumb thing ever. But that level was a bit of a slow burn there. I should have tried to finish it. I'll give you guys that. I should have tried to finish it. That was definitely a hasty reset. I'm gonna try to avoid a hasty reset on this run. The rule is finish the split. If you want to reset after a mistake, finish the split and then make a call. If I'd have made the call there, I probably would have kept going. Or if I'd have, you know, finished the split.
Okay, rolling.
Golf season, definitely, yeah. Golfing, dude. Golfing's such a great way to get outside. Any outdoor activity. It doesn't have to be like the most strenuous thing, but yeah, golfing is awesome. I remember I used to golf with my dad all the fucking time, out in Missouri in the humid heat, you know, right around the golf cart. And my dad used to be like such a health nut about it. He'd be like, "Oh, we're not getting the cart this time. We're just gonna walk," you know. And so I'd be carrying my bag. He'd have like the little stroller for his bag. Be like, damn. Like, that'll fucking. That's like, it feels like you're making a pilgrimage across the Sahara Desert. When you're going without a golf cart, you're fucking like really trekking, you know, you fucking hit the ball, you chunk it, whatever, you hit the ball, it goes somewhere, and then you just walk for like 5 minutes, and then you hit the ball and you walk for like another 7 minutes. It's like, damn, that is some real exercise right there, especially with like the weight of like the whole bag of golf clubs on your back. Well, you're in a golf league. Do you guys like bet on holes and stuff like that? You guys do that whole spiel? You got the cigars and everything. acting like big business men. Laughing all loudly and stuff. I don't know why golf attracts that type of person so much. The fucking hotshot businessman that cheats on their wife and fucking smokes cigars and drinks whiskey out of their golf bag and bets on every hole. You're not a gambler like that. My dad said he would run into guys like that all the time when he would be golfing. All the fucking time. It's easy for a hobby like golf to degenerate from being like a healthy thing where you're outside and you're being healthy to like just fucking chugging beers every hole and stuff. Like, I would definitely be like that for sure. I'd definitely be the guy chugging a beer every hole and pissing in the bushes and stuff. Actually, take it from me, never piss on a golf course. They take that very seriously. You have to go find one of the public bathrooms they have there. I know that might sound like maybe obvious to some of you guys, but like you'd be surprised what they can see out there. You'd be surprised. You think you're like off behind a tree or in a bush. I guarantee you that bush has a fucking camera in it. You don't even realize. And they're going to be like, you're banned by the time you're done playing. Just take it from me. Oh, Jesus. Most golf courses will have like a restroom or two like out on the course somewhere, like deep off in the cut or something. It's usually pretty poorly maintained, like some concrete, like public restroom type of shit. Yeah, I know. Common Deo L's just getting banned from everything for pissing. Don't walk onto a golf course as a casual stroller. Yeah, if it's like a real like public, like if it's like part of like a public installation or something, you might feel inclined to just like, oh, this is a nice place to walk. There's no one around. They don't like that. I think it's like we get kind of it's because golf courses are so large that it's like once you're far away from the clubhouse, it feels like, oh, I could get away with this or that, you know. It's like, but they know, they don't care if you're like drinking and like, you know, smoking or whatever on the course. But if you haven't paid and you're on the course, bad. If you pee on the course, bad. And they'll know. Even if you think you're fucking miles away from everyone else, they still know. They will send a guy in a golf cart to like come fucking give you a whooping. Spyro 2 or we riot. Dude, I've really been just digging into this reset grind today. I don't know what's with me. I'm not saying I won't play Spyro 2 today. I'm not saying that. I might still play Spyro 2. We'll see. I need to finish a run, though. At this point, it's like, can we finish a run? I'm not even mad, though. It's just like, I'm just resetting until I get the run I want, is all I'm doing. It's fine. Okay. You do you, but not Spyro 3. I like that. I like that attitude. Dude, I have really felt no desire to play Spyro 3 at all. Even though I grinded that for like how many months, I don't even know. This is so... I'm resetting. We're getting a better run than that. No one's saying they hate Spyro 3. No one's saying that. I'm just saying I haven't felt like inspired to do runs of it at all.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
When I saw Spyro 2 on the VODs yesterday, you got happy. Your favorite was sad to miss the stream, but now we're here, so if you do play it big, yeah. Dude, I'm glad we have some Spyro 2 fans in the chat. That makes me happy to see. Each one of you guys' encouraging messages gets me that much closer to actually playing it today. Oh my god. The frog. Yeah, I definitely prefer Spyro 2 as a 100% speedrun, yes. Or just in general, like forget all that, just generally speaking, I do prefer Spyro 2, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I don't dislike Spyro. I don't hate Spyro 3. You prefer Spyro 1? I feel like you can't even compare Spyro 1 to Spyro 2 and 3. It's so different. It's just like its own game. Like if you like Spyro 1, you're just a Chad for liking Spyro 1, and that's that. And then Spyro 2 and 3 are like the real sequels of each other, you know what I mean? The real duology. But yeah, this game feels like a really independent experience from those two games, both casually and as a speedrunner. I think it's different enough to where it's like, I don't even want to compare, you know? It's like trying to compare the originals with Reignited, you know? It's like they're so different that it's like you're doing yourself a disservice to compare them, you know? But with Spyro 2 and 3, they are similar. They do have the same physics engine and similar design philosophies, close enough to where they are pretty comparable, I would say. One way or another. You have to mute every time you're at the Sergeant Bird levels. Why is that? You don't like the trumpets on the burp 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 burp. Wow. Dude, in Spyro 3.5, they took the trumpet out of that song and it sounds so sick, actually. It's like some fucking hip-hop, fucking lo-fi instrumental. Yeah, the trumpets really are grating after a while, especially with how frustrating it is to move Sergeant Bird. Another important thing is having good water to drink, not a crappy chemical filled. Well, I mean, that depends where you live, Vile. If you live in a place where your faucet water is unclean, then that matters. I think where I live, the faucet water is fine. Most places, not every place, but most places in, at least in America, that you get water out of the faucet, you're not gonna die. Obviously, it is better to use like a Brita filter or like some kind of filtered situation. That is, I guess it is technically more pure to have water in that form, or cleaner or whatever, but it's like kind of a diminishing return. Unless the water is objectively dirty coming out of your tap, then it's not a big deal. But yeah, I've always lived in pretty major, pretty cities with good enough infrastructure that I don't have to worry about the water coming out of the tap or anything. I've always lived in a place like that, like my entire life, so. Actually, the tap water in some places is better than filtered water because if you live in a place that uses like a well, for example, or like if you live in a mountain, you have access to spring or well water, which contains minerals from the rocks around it, from the actual earth. So in that way, it's actually healthier to drink water out of the faucet in some places. But yeah, like we're saying, it just all depends where you live. You have an aquifer? Is that like one of those big fucking like water purifier machines that like collects rainwater or something? Is it one of those things? I saw a YouTube video about that. Some guy that had like a giant water vat that collects rainwater. And the funniest thing about it, and like purifies it and stuff so you can like drink and use it and stuff. The funniest thing about having something like that is that you have to pay the government. You have to pay taxes on that. The government charges you. Let me just make this very clear. The government taxes you for collecting your own rainwater. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Government just be like, our rainwater. Like, no, that's actually, that's ours also. What would have just been free to just get wasted and fall into the ground, we are now charging you for making use of, basically. So yeah, I watched a YouTube video about like some guy that created their own like rainwater filtration system, and all the comments are just like whining about taxes and stuff. Like, what the fuck? The government taxes this? That's horrible, you know. It is funny in concept, you know. Yeah, these clouds. No, it's not the clouds belong to America. It's once the clouds shit and you collect the cloud shit, then it belongs to America. It's worthless until someone does something with it, right? Then it's the government's problem. It's just a funny thing. Well, that sucks, Marmite. Yeah, I've never been to the UK. I can only imagine what Like the water in the London taps is like, ooh. Maybe it's better than I think. Maybe it's worse than I think. I don't know. Yeah, we got a mama proxy. I got to clutch up here. I think I've been too loosey-goosey lately. I got to try to lock in here. Thank you, Kay. What's up, Kin? Thank you for the good luck. How's everything today? Good. I'm trying to lock in here, actually make something out of this pace. Up, oop, oop. Nice. Now we have a pace. Well, let's see if we can get this jump first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. All right, now we have a pace. Haste pals, where are you at? Spam a spinning Spyro in the chat if you believe this run has hope. Don't miss a ring this time. Or a lamppost. I've done both of those things today. Very good level. La 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 la. Little stretch. Too much jump charge in there. Or charge jumping. Okay, I got both of those at least. I was missing 2 greens there. How many gems do you need? You need 6,000 gems to exit Dreamweavers and go to Nasty's world. That's a good tip, Vile. I definitely give myself a lot of breaks. Like, when you can incorporate breaks into your daily, like, routine about things, like, I don't stream this game for, like, more than 3 or 4 hours at a time. I don't go for, like, 8 hours straight and burn myself out, because then I wouldn't be playing the next day. And I don't do a lot of stuff off stream either. I just fucking cook and chill and relax, you know? So in that way, every day, like, is like a vacation to me. So I don't feel like the need to take days off as much as a result of that. I still do, because I'm kind of lazy. But yeah, hey, you know, I call them mental health days. But yeah, when you can like make your daily routine, like have enough breaks to where you don't feel like you're being suffocated by your whatever you're doing, that really is like, that unlocks a whole new like side of, I think, potential for yourself. You're not feeling like, oh, the work week and then I get to chill on the weekend, you know. But instead, every day provides enough chill for you that you feel chill, you know. Is there an example where a bonk is considered optimal? I almost did an optimal bonk on that little shelf at the beginning of Ice Cavern. If I'd have fallen down, that would have technically been like, no, I don't know, optimal, but good. Would have been not bad. Oh, you play Melee? Let's go, dude. Oh, that's 15 gems missed in an instant. Shameful. Also a little behind this cycle. Should have waited with that yellow when I saw it was going to be weird. But alas. If I do the rest of Magic Crafters okay, it's not going to be the worst gem loss ever. But I gotta play strong now to not be under-gemmed. You gotta be careful with these gems now. So. Good morning from Australia. Welcome, Sir Simple. Good to see you. And thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I've done runs of those games, 100% in both of them. I was considering doing Ripto's Rage 100% after this today. Yeah, the run's solid so far. I just got, like I said, the gem count, I gotta pay attention to the gems now. Can't be too ballsy here. Get the bad, dude. I feel like I get the bad cycle more often than I get the good one in this level. I don't know if it has to do with the way I do the intro or what. right, good. Oh, he's getting messed around there. All right, I'm gonna play it safe in this level when it comes to the supercharge, or relatively safe. Do the older version of things. Don't do it. Don't go for any. Don't be a hero here. Well, I'm gonna hit this guy. What's up, Gabe Kier? A little slow there. Ugh, a little slow. Alright, let's see if we can be thorough with the gems here at the end. Whoa, what the fuck? That's not good. I have to be thorough here. That sucked. Losing time. Fucking up triple treat. That's got to be like 3 or 4 seconds lost. But being thorough with the gems, thankfully. 376, that's good. Damn, I lost all my time there. Cool. That's what I get for not being perfect, you know? Yeah, I could have probably just skipped the 5 in the green when I got hit there and just kept it moving, but whatever. I did what I did. But the good news is if Blowhard goes well, then my gem count should look really good for Bog. Despite the 15 that I missed in Alpine. That was really my only gem loss of the run so far. Which is about as much as I can take. Without things getting weird. Or just not getting weird, but just getting like notably slower. Safe. Oh, I am green spark. That's actually bad. I'm gonna have to just skip the chest, I think. There's gonna be more gems lost, but I think we can handle it. Dude, hit him. Oh my god, slow. Still saving time because I skipped the chest, but that is missing 10 gems. We'll see how it looks going into Wild. This run has potential. I mean, it's not dead yet. We'll see what happens. Grab this green. No, I'm not. What's up, Martin? Thank you, Bizcamus. Lucky I didn't bonk there. All right, let's see how we're looking. We are at 8 something, 9-1. Okay, this is good. This is still a good gem count. It's not insane, but it's good. Slow on that turn. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Dedicate. Don't hit me. Got lucky. Okay. See if we can have a good stretch here. Just gonna skip him. Slow. Should have just charged through that one guy. I'm gonna not skip these gems down here. Wow. That was really bad. This is really bad. I'm losing time on PD now. Probably not green anymore. Just get me over here. Wow, that was a crazy double flame charge. That was terrible. Might have to go for that blue, maybe not. I'm gonna YOLO and just not get it. I'm missing a lot of gems and not saving any time, which sucks. I'm missing gems and losing time, essentially. Not the best bog so far. Weird. Just see if we can have a good Guanton at least, make up some of the damage. Missing more gems. Got lucky. Not exactly super fast, but at least I didn't get hit. Yeah, I'm definitely losing time here. 401, dude, that's not good. That is way less gems than I was hoping for there. We'll see. We'll see if this is still doable. I missed a lot of gems in that level and saved no time for it. That really sucks. It's okay to miss gems. The whole point of this route is you can miss gems in this level, but you gotta save time for it, you know? Let's see if we can get the Ash strat here. Oh, he's right behind me. I could have maybe... No, dude, I needed that. Oh, I needed that so bad too. Fuck. I think it might be fucked, everybody. I'm gonna YOLO this. I don't even care anymore. Come on, make it. There we go. Little time save. First time actually doing the fast start there actually correctly in a run. Kind of cool. Sometimes you just gotta YOLO it. That was a 3-second time save compared to what I do in PB, I think. Did miss a few gems for it that I really couldn't have missed. Another missed green. Like, it's just unfortunate. The gems are killing this run. Unfortunately. Even though the pace is still alive, it's the gems are dead. The gems have killed it. But maybe there's more hope than I'm giving it credit for. Maybe we'll see. Come on, turn around. Literally grab all of these. Slow. Yeah, kind of lost a second or two at the end. So I'm gonna have to do a pretty extensive metalhead here. I would have, if I'd had a better gem count, I would have been able to save time. We went at least 4649 here. We are at 4643, which means I gotta grab even more extras. So definitely losing time here. I grab those two, and I gotta grab the 3 up ahead here. And I gotta not do the Chris strat, which would have been a big time save. Probably should have gone for that instead of going for the extra reds here. Now I think I'm a little over-gemmed now. Or quote-unquote over-gemmed compared to the bare minimum. I got the early yellow, that's nice. So probably got to be losing somewhere from like 5 to 10 seconds in this level, I think. I genuinely need that. That was an unfortunate fountain there. Got to be like approaching 10 seconds of time loss is my guess. We'll see. Okay, not as bad as I thought. We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the gem count at least there. It'd be over 5. It's still not as many as I need, actually. Sucks. Still under gemmed. I have to flame these. This is huge time loss here, but I have to do it. Grab all those reds. Sucks. There goes my green, basically. It was either do that or grab extras and jock. Those were my options, basically. Which, honestly, it probably would have been faster to grab the extras and jock, to be completely honest. Pizarro, thank you for the tier 1. Says, let's go. Dude, let's go indeed. I know I've sort of fucked this run, but I mean, I was warning about it ever since Bog, basically. Now the time loss is starting to catch up with me now that I'm having to make crazy gem recoveries, basically. But hopefully I won't have to do any more crazy gem recoveries at this point. But yeah, considering the time loss I did there in the home world, it probably would have been better to just save them for jock. I'm just gonna do this. I don't feel like going for the fucking YOLO. I've gotten burned by that strat too many times. Bouncing off the fucking guy. Give you the Dreamweaver. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry. Like, I just don't feel like having my heart broken again. Like, I don't feel like throwing it all in the dumpster again, you know? Like, hopefully you understand. What's up, Jadio? Sorry for dropping off topic. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, try to be on topic. I will say that. Don't just type random shit, whatever. No dragon, but fuck! It's over. Run's over. I mean, that's like another 5 seconds of time loss. There's no chance I can PB anymore. If I'd have had a godly jock with like a I don't know. It probably was over already anyways, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be like 5 seconds there. Which I really did not have room for that if I was trying to get a PB here. It's not a huge mistake, it's just not, it just was a bad time for it. Anyway, still 11 seconds behind PB. I mean, like, maybe I can still 35 this Dreamweavers. Probably not. We'll see. If I have, like, a godly jock, then maybe. But probably not. It's probably going to be just barely 36. Okay, 2-0, and then... Okay, yeah. So I have just enough gems to do the normal strats with the yellow. Dude, I literally need him. Oh my god. This is the thing, guys. This is the thing, is you miss a few gems here or there, and this is what the end of your run turns into. Just every fucking time, so ugly. Demoralizing is what it is. I'm not gonna get too emotional here unless I bonk a third time there. Please just, come on, man. Like, it's just upsetting, you know. This movement is not doing me any favors right now. Get through the fucking thing. I gotta try not to be sad right now, honestly. I got every good run I have is like this. It's like so demoralizing. Every single good pace is like this. Where it's like, oh, it's good, it's almost good, and then the gems fuck me, and then it's not good. Every single run is like this. One day, I'm gonna have a run that doesn't struggle like this. One day. I know it's possible. I have to, like, have faith, you know? But man, it is that every single day that I get a good pace, it always ends like that. Look at the time save, man. If I'd have just not choked and... It's like, man, I just choked just that little bit too much. Just that little bit too much. That where it's not possible anymore. It's just like, man, so close but so far is the feeling. Let's see if we get a good rat. This is... No. He was too far anyways. Dude, fuck. Yeah, Bog is a very decisive level. That is true. If you have a bad Bog, I mean, you basically kiss world record goodbye on this route. Second try, there's going to be a 37 at least, so we'll take that. That is definitely better than most. Yeah, still a good ass run. You gotta give me pace pals, you gotta give it to me. Yeah, they're already gone, aren't they? You gotta give it to me. It's still a good run. For now. Watch me die in the lava room or something. Gotta do one of these. Oh, we stayed. Okay, good. You speak for all pace pals, I see. You're the leader of the pace pals. The pace pal president. This dude, the prime pace minister. GG. 37.46. Hey, better than my PB from 2021. I mean, hey, that is an improvement. On
Sorry
that.
I took so long. I kind of forgot.
Yeah, Mac really is the king of the pace pals. All of his questions are like pace related usually.
His toast.
I'll give Mac the title. Mac is the prince of the pace pal. The pace prince.
Well, mostly.
I'll give Mac that one.
Still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
Thank you for the GGs, everybody. The pace pope. This dude's the pace pope. I'm smiling. I'm not mad about that run. I'll take it. I kept it together as best as I could have. I really did. I left Bog. Okay, I went into Bog 40. I left Wild Flight 37.91, I believe, which is enough to have a ballsy Bog. I left Bog with minus 40 gems when it should have been more like minus 20. I wanted to be closer to like 420 exiting Bog. I was more like 401, I think. So that was basically the nail in the coffin, even though I was like still sort of green right at that point. Maybe not. I was like approaching green at that point. Lost time. Dude, I lost time and lost a bunch of gems. That's the annoying thing. And that's kind of the mind fuck with this game, is that's like, if I just played Bog solidly collecting everything, it would have been faster and more gems, and I would have been able to do crazy time saves in Metalhead. So that could be another, there's a lot of approaches with this run that when I'm on a good pace, I could, instead of being like, okay, ballsy Bog, whatever, it's like, just be ballsy in the downstairs area and that's it. Get everything else, and then that way you can be ballsy in Metalhead as well and save the most time. Net time save in both levels. That's the idea, I think. Instead of having like the ballsiest Bog, have just like one ball in Bog. You don't need to be like fucking, you don't need to be like the fucking, the pace pope in fucking the ball king. I don't know, any kingly word, I don't know. The ball bitch. Less weed, more greed, dude. So true. You tell him. The one ball Bog. I need to start thinking of it more in those terms. Instead of thinking like full balls, I gotta think like one ball. The ball baron. I knew there was a B word that was like that. I can't be the ball baron in Bog. The Bog ball baron. This dude's the Bog ball baron. All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick, and I think, what do you guys think? Spyro 2? If you guys want to see Spyro 2, let me know by dropping a sub, by dropping a YouTube membership, or a super chat, or just something small. Let me know you want to see the Spyro 2, and I will deliver. I'll be right back. Yeah. Be right back. Neat, thank you for the £2. BRB, 1 sec. I just gotta get more water. Alrighty. Who's ready for Spyro 2? I think Not Book Dude is. Thank you for the tier 1, and thank you, Elaine, for another £2. Shouts to Neat as well. Let's do it, man. Elaine said Spyro 4. I mean, close enough. Dick, my disc. All right, let's switch to splits. Nice 37, everybody. GG's on that run. Good, good perseverance. Open splits, Spyro 2. What should I run against today? I'm not gonna run against my. Should I run against my PB in Spyro 2? I feel like that'd be stupid. I feel like I should run against like maybe like a 145 or something. Here's a 145.06. Or let's do 146.52. Let's do this one. Let's slowly dip our feet closer back towards PB. I'm still pretty green with this game, you know. But let's get into it. Let's get into a run, shall we? Let me also turn on my light here. Get just a little bit more light, beautiful light on me there. Yesterday's splits, I could run against those, I guess.
Is rain ever gonna stop?
I don't think I saved them.
I've forgotten what the sun looks
Did I
like.
save them? Let me see.
We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores. Yeah, I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt.
No, I don't think I saved them. I'm gonna run against this 146. Close enough. Same shit, you know. Yay! All right, let's get it, guys. Wish me luck. Oop. What is this movement, ladies and gentlemen? We're good. We got this. Just shaking off the dust there. If I need, I'll give myself a couple of resets in the early game if I need. I'm gonna try to no reset this, but we'll see what actually ends up happening. Come on. Awkwardness. What's up, Basti? Welcome, welcome, man. Spyro's the first game you ever played? 6 years old? And there's such a community. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy to find out? It's like, you didn't think anyone was like really still playing these games. No, they fucking are, dude. We're right here, man. And I'm glad we found you. Or you found us, or whatever. No.